Hey guys, welcome back to the Fergie Time podcast. Today, we will be watching the North London derby, Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal. This is going to be an absolutely fantastic game of football, and I cannot wait to get into it. We are just 25 minutes away from kickoff. Let's see who's joining us in the chat. So far, we have Football Days, my guy. We have Zanabe, and we also have Serenin as well. Thank you all for tuning in. Ferris, come on. My guy's in here as well. Guys, if you are just tuning in with us, make sure to smash the like button. We are aiming for 30 likes on today's stream. And also subscribe if you are new to the channel. Alright guys, the starting 11s are out for the match. So let's get to it. Arsenal lineup in a 3-4-3. And here's how they set up. Bernd Leno in goal. Rob Holding, Gabriel, and Kieran Tierney as the back three. A midfield four of Bukayo Saka, Granit Xhaka, Thomas Partey, and Hector Bellerin. And then up top, Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Willian. On the bench for Arsenal, you have Ceballos, Maitland-Niles, Mustafi, Elneny, Willock, and Nketiah. Moving over to Tottenham Hotspur. They line up in their typical 4-2-3-1 with Hugo Lloris in goal. Aurier, Alderweireld, Dyer, and Reguilón as the back four. Defensive midfielders of Musa Sissoko and Højbjerg. As the 10, you have Lo Celso. On the wings, you have Son and Bergwijn. And then up top, you have Harry Kane with the likes of Winks, Bale, Hart, Rondon, Lucas, Davies on the bench for Spurs. So both teams set up as we typically expected. And yeah, it's going to be a good match. It's going to be a good match. The North London derby's always fun to watch. That said, this year's one could be very low scoring. And I want to hear your guys' score predictions down below in the live chat. I'm very curious to see that. Let's see what people are saying. Serenin and Ferris are talking about a late goal from Jamie Vardy. They're talking about a late goal from Jamie Vardy. And yeah, that's absolutely fantastic for my fantasy team because Jamie Vardy is also in my team as well. But yeah, that also helps my prediction too because I did predict Leicester to get the win. So I'm going to need that. I think I'm having a decent week for predictions so far. Ferris, how are we doing, mate? How's your predictions going this week? For my FPL team, not looking 17 points so far. Wow. I've had Grealish, McGinn, Bowen, James, and Vardy all play. Vardy I had captained. But oh man, I forgot to update my team this week. So anyways, Football Day says 2-1 to Spurs. Alright guys, I'm going to try and break down the match, do a little pre-match analysis, then into my score prediction. Ferris says a comfortable win, 2-0 to Tottenham. Well, I think it's going to be a very interesting match because, recently we've seen Spurs do very well, but they've been playing against open, expansive teams that like to dominate possession, control the ball, as opposed to teams that are going to be like Arsenal, kind of give up possession a little bit, sit in a little bit. Arsenal this year have been very pragmatic. They haven't been, what we typically think of Arsenal as the open, free-flowing, beautiful football that they usually play. This year, Arsenal under Arteta are a little more defensive-minded, and I think, they're not fully similar to Spurs in the way they play, but somewhat similar in terms of they like to kind of sit in, hit on the counter. I mean, they play a little bit more out the back, but overall aren't creating loads of chances. I think this could be a very dull match, and I have Tottenham. I still think Tottenham obviously had a much better quality. Spurs going into this match week were on top of the table, as opposed to Arsenal, who are currently sitting in 14th position. So for me, I think Spurs have the quality just to get it done. 1-0. I have it being very low scoring. I think the goal will likely come from Heung-min Son, who's been in absolutely banging form as of recent, and I think he'll just cause problems for this Arsenal defense. And I think it'll happen in transition because that is when Arsenal is weak defensively, is in transition. Alright, let's see what other people are saying. Yusuf is here, my guy. Yusuf says, you're doing another live. You're a machine. Gotta get the content in on the weekends, man. And I'm hopefully having some videos coming out. Got a little school to finish up this last couple days. But then we should be back to the videos per usual, my guy. But yeah, guys, if you're just tuning in like Yusuf, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream. And subscribe to the channel if you are new. Serenin says 3-1 Tottenham, but that's when I didn't know Alderweireld would play, so maybe I'll change it to 3-0. Wow, Serenin very confident in Tottenham here. Football Days says, do you think Zidane should get sacked? And Real Madrid have had a poor start to the season. I think it depends a lot on whether or not they advance to the round of 16 in the Champions League. They still have a good opportunity too, and maybe he can recover. We've just got to give it a little more time, I would say. A little more time, but, they're not playing up to standard right now. Right now, La Liga, guys, is very, very interesting because you have Barcelona, who are way off the pace. Barcelona, 12 points off league leaders, Atletico Madrid. You have Real Madrid struggling. It's strange. 2020 is a strange year. Like, obviously, all the stuff going on in the world, but in the football context, too, it's also strange. It's a strange one. Premier League is crazy this year, and it's been absolutely mental. So, I want to go through Arsenal versus Tottenham, and I think one of the best things we can do for this match is take a look at the Premier League table. And I don't want to piss off any Arsenal fans, though, but I think it's really interesting to take a look and see Premier League table. Chelsea lead right now. They're 11th. They've played 11 matches and they're on 22 points. Spurs have played 10 matches and are on 21 points. So Spurs are doing fantastic this year under Jose. If we look at goals against, they've conceded the fewest goals against in the Premier League. So defensively robust, as we expect from Mourinho. And this whole thing about, they're not good going forward, they're all defensive minded is nonsense. They have 21 goals in the Premier League. I mean, it's a very good production. And you know what it comes down to? I think Harry Kane and Heung-min Son are the perfect players for a Mourinho setup. Because Kane is so good at holding up the ball and he can help distribute, and Son will make the runs in behind, and they don't necessarily need loads of numbers going with them because they're so talented. Like other players, they need support from the wing backs, from defensive midfielders. Son and Kane don't necessarily need that in the same way. They can really carry the counterattack by themselves, and I think that's really impressive. And it showed their quality. Kane's been fantastic this year. So has Son. And I think a player that's underrated for Tottenham is Højbjerg. Højbjerg really makes that midfield tick. He's strong. He's good on the ball. He helps it pivot. He's a presence. I just like the way he plays in the central defensive midfield area for Tottenham. Atletico will be 2014 Atletico again. Yeah, they really are playing fantastic right now. And it wouldn't surprise me if they go. I mean, their lead is already so big over Barcelona. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. And yes, Barcelona did lose again yesterday, Serenin. They dominated the match, but again, at the end of the day, the most important statistic is scoreline, and they lost once again, and it's very weird right now, Barcelona. I feel like they're, I think for me, if I look through their team, other than a couple players, it's pretty bang on average, and I think they're going to go through a major decline. You know how we are dealing with declines in the Premier League and whatnot. Well, with United, and United feel like we're on a decline. Arsenal obviously feel like they're on a decline, and maybe they are so a little more than we are. But what I would say is that Barcelona are going through a major decline and they don't get their shit together. It could be messy, messy. Obviously, we know the story of Milan and how far they have fallen, but it really is becoming problematic with Barcelona this year. And I think the thing that blows my mind is, the last couple of years, the savior has been Lionel Messi. And the thing that blows my mind is, okay, Messi is the savior, but what happens when Messi leaves this summer? Or, even if he doesn't leave, he's only he's 33, 34. He's got 5 years at the top level left. So Barcelona, man, it's a crazy situation right now. And I don't know. It's like a mess in the making, in my opinion. Guys, what are our thoughts on Messi and Ronaldo to the Premier League? I'd absolutely love to see it. I'm a United fan. I wouldn't mind if Messi went to City because I think it would just be exciting. I want to see him in the Premier League. I want to see Ronaldo back at Old Trafford. That would be mental. It would be so good for the Premier League. I'm all for it. I'm all for the big lads, big players coming over here and really making it a show. So anyways, guys, we are just 15 minutes away from kickoff in the North London derby, and I want to say something. I've been watching All or Nothing. I'm sure many of you have probably watched it, and I would have to say this: Jose Mourinho has really grown on me. I think a lot of United fans have a bad relationship with him because of his time at United. And I do want to remind people, Jose Mourinho's time at United wasn't as unsuccessful as people would like to paint it. It wasn't. He did win the Europa League. He won a couple other trophies. He's been the most successful manager since Sir Alex Ferguson at Old Trafford. And I think that's just a fact of the matter. You can't dispute that. At the end of the day, he's won trophies. And who else is really winning trophies? So he did a decent job at Man United. But back when Jose was at Man United, the team was absolutely so shocking. absolutely so shocking in my opinion. So yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on it. Lingard is better than Messi. Lingard has won Europa League and Messi hasn't. Very funny there, football days. So yeah, I think Jose Mourinho is a top tier manager, and I mean any sort of, how do I want to put this? Anyone who disagrees or declines or says no, that's not the case, then you don't know what you're talking about. Ollie's here, welcome Ollie. He says, who do you think will be the man of the match of both sides? So okay, Ollie, that's a good question. Who do I think will be the man of the match? I'm gonna pull up the 11s again, and here's what I would say. In terms of who I think the man of the match will be, I think, I'm looking at it, and I think a key player for Arsenal today will be Thomas Partey in terms of controlling the midfield and whatnot. I think that's where they'll be most successful is if Thomas Partey in the midfield is controlling it. He's been a key player for them. When he plays well like he did against Man United, they've been very, very good. For Tottenham, I think the key player, I think also it will be Højbjerg in the midfield for Tottenham. I think Højbjerg controls the tempo, and he helps them really get in transition. You know what I mean? Like, when Højbjerg wins the ball, he's always looking to start the attack, always looking to play forward. And I think the midfield battle will be huge today. I know there's lots of talk about these attacks and these defenses. Arsenal's attack been struggling. Spurs' attack's been on fire. Arsenal's defense, Spurs' defense. But I really do think this game will be won and lost in the midfield, and who can really control the ball. So I think that will be absolutely massive. And great question, Ollie. I appreciate you tuning in, guys. If you're just tuning in like Ollie, make sure to smash the like button. We'll be aiming for 30 likes on today's stream. And yes, we are just 15 minutes away from kickoff, so do not go anywhere. It's going to be a fun match. Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal, the North London derby. And I want to know who you guys think the key players in this one will be. Who do you think the man of the match on both sides will be? I think also, though, if Arsenal are going to get a win today, they're going to need a player like Aubameyang to step up. I mean, at the end of the day, a player like Aubameyang is going to step up. We haven't seen it enough from him this season. He's been really, really poor this season. So I think he's going to have to step up today for Arsenal. There's a couple players. I mean, the whole Arsenal front line right now, Aubameyang, Lacazette, Willian, have all been absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking for that. So for the season. So I have to say, man, they're going to need to step up. And this, Mikel Arteta's job is really on the line right now in terms of Arsenal fans are kind of done with him, and that blows my mind. I've got to say this, Arsenal fans, you got to give this man a little more time, in my opinion. I think, I get it. It's been a really bad start now, but at the beginning of the year, they weren't playing that bad today. And what I would say is this. I think, at what point is it on the manager? At what point is it on the players? Clearly, the players aren't performing, and I wouldn't put that much of that on the manager. So I would say that much. Anyways, let's see at some of the other questions. Ollie says, do you think Arsenal regretted selling Martinez? Great question, Ollie. I do not think. Bernd Leno is a fantastic goalkeeper, and I think he's one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League. Martinez is very good, but Leno, for me, since he stepped in at Arsenal, has been fantastic. So, no, I don't think they regret it. I think they had two fantastic goalkeepers. Ferris says, I will watch only the first half because 6:30 will be played. The biggest Czech derby, Sparta Prague versus Slavia Prague. Very fun, Ferris, and I appreciate you tuning in. And yeah, I don't blame you, mate. That's going to be a fantastic match. And let me know, if you ever pop back on, let me know how that one's going. I'm excited to hear about it. Yusuf says, Aiden, how are you today? But Willian always has a masterclass against Spurs. I'm doing good, Yusuf, and yeah, that's an interesting one. The thing is, Willian's form, though, has been terrible. It's been absolutely shocking. Arsenal fans are like, is he even worth the contract that we're paying him? What were we thinking when we signed him? So I'm very curious to see what people think about him. Here, guys, I'm going to make sure my laptop is charging here. We're having some technical difficulties on the set of the Free Time podcast. Got to make sure it's charging so it doesn't die during the match. That'd be terrible. Why is this not working? This is very strange. Give me 1 minute here. Is it going? There we go. Okay. There we go. I have a Mac. Yusuf. So yeah, it's a very nice laptop. Works very well for all the stuff I do for school and for this stuff. So it's kind of the perfect thing. And yeah, I mean, the setup right now is pretty good. I think I'm going to try and get a new microphone, just something a little higher quality. But right now, I think we're pretty set in terms of the setup today. Guys, we're just 10 minutes away now from kickoff. I'm going to make sure I have the game all pulled up and ready on here. And the North London Derby, man. I'm always excited for a good Derby match, especially the North London Derby. There's always good energy. Do you guys know if there will be fans today in the stadium? Let me know down below in the live chat. I'm very curious to hear if there will be fans today. I know it's going to be played at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and yeah, it's going to be a good one. So make sure you all stick around. Serenin says, I'm so mad about Ajax yesterday. Oh yeah, you told me about that in the Discord, Serenin. Yeah, that was sounded unfortunate. It sounded like, the players that you sent out on loan or it sounded like younger players you said from the club, or maybe ex-players beat your own side, which is it's a little sad. It's a little sad. And Ajax are actually a team that could get knocked out of the Champions League as well. So, that's big for you, Serenin, coming up. Yusuf says, yes, there is fans in the stadium. Fantastic. Love to hear it. I was watching Leeds versus Chelsea yesterday, guys. What a game that was. That was a fantastic game of football. And having the fans in the stadium just brought an amazing atmosphere. It was beautiful, It was actually a really fun game to watch. And a lot of it was because the fans were egging players on. It was good. It was very, very good. That Timo Werner miss, yeah, that was terrible. I can't believe he missed that. That was crazy. He did make up for it. He had a good second half. And Chelsea right now, guys, look like a powerhouse. And I'm going to ask you guys in the chat, who do you guys think will be, how do I want to put this? How do I want to phrase this? Who do you guys think will be, who do you think are the main title contenders in the Premier League? Who do you guys think are the main title contenders in the Premier League? If you had to pick one team right now to win the league, who are you picking? Who are you picking, guys? I want to know in the chat down below. I'm looking at the table right now, and I think if I'm gonna start by putting a couple teams in the hunt, really, but then I'll what's it called? I'll get it lower. I'll get it lower down to just one team. I'll Ferris put Sheffield United. Oh, you didn't have to do that to all the Sheffield fans, Ferris. No. But yeah, looking through this. Ziyech looked very strong. Yes, Renan. Ziyech's fantastic, but then Ziyech did come off with an injury, so that's bad news for Chelsea. All right. Football Day says Spurs and Leicester. Ollie says Spurs. Serenan's definitely gonna put Man City. I don't even need to see what he puts in the chat. Leicester and Chelsea looking good as well, says Ollie. Yeah, let me pull up the table one more time again and take a look at what we've got here. It's interesting to me. I know I wouldn't put United in there either, but it's interesting to me that no one has mentioned United since we're only two or 3 points off the top of the table. But nah, if I'm looking through it, I think Liverpool for me is still the favorite. I am still backing Liverpool to win the Premier League. I'm very confident in their ability, in their quality, and I think they will win the Premier League once again. Looking through some of these other teams, I think City always have a shout. But I'm actually preferring the likes of Tottenham and Chelsea over City right now. And then, United's a little further down. Like, I've gone through it right now. I'm probably going Liverpool would be my first choice. Second choice, Chelsea. Third choice, maybe I go... It's hard because City are starting to play some good football. And I think they're actually really, really stepping up right now. As a Liverpool fan, they have an injury virus. Yes, there is some truth to that, but I think they can get through it even despite the injuries. You guys have some fantastic players. Today's going to be a big test. Today is going to be a big test for Liverpool versus Wolves because Wolves are a very good side. And, we've got to see if they can step up and perform against some of the best competition in the Premier League. Like, Wolves are a very good side, and they're not going to be an easy team to beat. Wolves sit down in 10th right now. This Premier League season has been crazy. If we're looking at the top, I think, in my opinion, if you're in the top 10, it's very competitive. Every team in the top 10 is very, very good. And I wouldn't call Arsenal an easy win. I wouldn't call Villa an easy win. I wouldn't call Leeds an easy win. So if I'm looking through teams, if I'm United and I'm looking through teams that are like scary and are going to be hard to go up against, I'm looking at Chelsea, Tottenham, Leicester, Liverpool, Man City, West Ham, Southampton, Everton, Wolves, Villa, Leeds, Arsenal. Like, the Premier League this year, guys, it is absolutely stacked right now. It is absolutely stacked, and there's so much good quality, and I think it makes it so much more fun to watch. I much rather this than watching City and Liverpool just run away with the league. That got old quickly. And man, you are not an easy win, Serenin, and you know that. City are nervous, man. I think City versus United, the Manchester Derby next weekend, which we will be covering on the channel, is going to be a bit of a nerve-wracking game, and I wouldn't be surprised, if United pull off that win. But anyways, guys, I want to get back to Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal, and I want to go through one more time my score prediction for this one. I predict a 1-0 Tottenham Hotspur win with a goal from Heung-min Son, and I think it's going to be a tight game. I think it's going to be low scoring, but I think Spurs will be able to score in transition one time and, pick up a big win over Arsenal. That would catapult Spurs up into first in the Premier League table once again. If I'm looking at Arsenal right now, they sit down in actually 15th. And if they lose today, they will stay there with the potential that a team like Brighton could jump them in the table. Or, no, they would not be able to jump them because they are 3 points clear. But Arsenal would remain down in 15th, down in the cellar of the Premier League. For me right now, in terms of the relegation battle that is shaping up, I would say the teams that I think will be truly in the relegation battle, I'm looking at Sheffield United, West Brom, Burnley, and Fulham. I don't think Brighton long-term will be in that relegation battle just because they are by far out of those 5 teams the best, by far the best. I think Fulham, Burnley, West Brom, and Sheffield United are all shocking right now, absolutely shocking. But I'm looking pretty much any other, besides those bottom 4, almost any other team in the Premier League right now is very solid, very, very solid. How will Arsenal win? Their form has been horrendous. Oh, no, I'm picking Tottenham to win. Wait. Oh, no, Serenin was saying, it's easy to beat Arsenal is what he was saying. It's easy to beat Arsenal. All right, so back to it. Let's get the game pulled up here, guys. I'm going to get it pulled up on my screen. The fans in the stadium, absolutely fantastic. The players, guys, are now out on the pitch. Kieran Tierney, Bukayo Saka. Guys, who do you think the best player has been for Arsenal and Spurs this season? I think for Spurs, it's an easier one. I'd say Harry Kane. For Arsenal, though, that's a difficult one because, the typical likes of Aubameyang and others haven't performed. They haven't performed today. So I would say this. I think the best player for Arsenal this year has probably been Gabriel, but I think you could also make an argument for Bukayo Saka, which is mental to me considering how young he is. Gonna get a cheeky sip of water here, guys. Ooh, Yusuf would say Partey when he's played. The issue is it's so hard to tell with Partey because he's only played a handful of matches. And I don't know. It's interesting. I think it's better to start. I agree with Arteta's decision today to start Partey next to Xhaka as opposed to Partey and El Neni because that was just way too defensive. And I think now with Xhaka there, Partey can maybe go forward a little more. I'm interested to see the battle of Højbjerg and Partey today. I think that will be a fun one to watch. Guys, the players are taking the pitch. We are just roughly 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Thomas Partey having a word with Lacazette. And we live for these matchups, guys. We live for these derby days, and it's going to be a fun one, so do not go anywhere. Smash the like button if you're enjoying the live stream. Subscribe if you're new. And yeah, we're about to jump into it. Man, Thomas Partey, guys, there's a lot of coverage of him right now on the TV. And so he's going to be a big player today, and there's been lots of talk about him from Arsenal fans. I've heard certain Arsenal fans, maybe like Bo Feekins, say that, Thomas Partey is going to be better than Pogba. He's this and that and that. And I'm just like, okay, let's see it now. Let's see it. Lo Celso is getting the start over Ndembele. I can run through the starting 11 for you guys one more time. Let me pull that up real quick for you guys. So here we go. The starting 11s. Tottenham in a 4-2-3-1. Lloris in goal. Aurier at right back, Alderweireld, Dyer, Reguilón, Sissoko, Højbjerg, Lo Celso, Son, Bergwijn, and Kane. And then for Arsenal, 3-4-3, Leno, Holding, Gabriel, Tierney, midfield for Saka, Xhaka, Thomas, Partey, Bellerin, and then up top, Willian, Lacazette, and Aubameyang. So those are the starting 11s, guys. We're just 1 minute and 30 seconds away. There is Harry Kane, guys, who's had a superb season this year. Really kind of changed the way he plays, and I think it's brought him to a new level. Shout out to Mourinho, man. The way Kane has hit a new level is really impressive. I didn't know that Kane had another level to his game, and Mourinho's helped to bring that out of him. Looking at Kane's stats this year, guys, 7 goals, 9 assists, and 11 matches. For me, best player in the Premier League this season. If I'm looking at my top 3 players in the Premier League, or let me go top 5 players in the Premier League this year, I'd go number 1, I'd definitely go Kane. 2, I would go Number 2, I'd go Bruno. Number 3, I'd go Son. Number 4, Jack Grealish. And 5 is a hard one. I don't know who my 5th. I'd probably go De Bruyne. But, he hasn't been that good in this season, so you could argue maybe that's a little unfair. Yeah, it's a tough one for my 5th. But my first 4 for sure would be in that order. Kane, Bruno, Son, and then 4th would be Jack Grealish. There's the Arsenal fans on screen. There's the Tottenham fans on screen. You love to see it. And Serenen's pissed off that I didn't put Ferran Torres in there. Sorry, Serenen. I just got to keep it real. Can't be lying to the people out here, Serenen. You get me? That's a disservice to the people. All right, here we go. Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal. Here we go. We're just moments away. Lacazette, Aubameyang. Guys, Lacazette's finishing has been poor this year. They've come under a lot of scrutiny. They're going to have to be able to find the back of the net today. All right, the match is underway. Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal, the North London derby. And Arsenal off to a bad start there. Lacazette just plays the ball directly out of bounds when trying to pass to Kieran Tierney. Tottenham throw on the left-hand side of the pitch. Here is Eric Dyer. Plays it all the way back to Lloris. Lloris knocking it long. Challenging in the middle of the park is Partey. Partey goes down there. It looks like there may have been a clash of heads or an elbow to a head. It's looking like he's popping back up on his feet, and a free kick is going to be given to the Arsenal. So, here we go, guys. Good start early. And yeah, 35 seconds in, it's already been a bit feisty. They're fighting for the ball there. On the ball, Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel Magalhaes back to Rob Holding. Holding, playing into the feet of Bellerin. Bellerin's had a good season. I think he's in my fantasy team as well, Holding here. Plays it back inside to Gabriel. Gabriel. Back to Holding. Arsenal here being patient. Spurs press is looking good though so far. And they win it. They nick it off Arsenal. And here goes Spurs. Heung-min Son driving forward. Looking to pick out Harry Kane. Kane. Looking at maybe go around one Arsenal player. Oh my gosh, that was a dangerous tackle there. That's definitely a foul. Granit Xhaka running through Harry Kane. An American football tackle there, lads. Holy my days. Kane was driving forward and Xhaka just absolutely no play on the ball there. Just goes absolutely right through Harry Kane. I don't know what Xhaka was quite thinking there. That's a potential yellow card. I don't think he will be booked, but I mean, Xhaka, man, that was a stupid foul as well. Kane wasn't really going anywhere. What do you guys think? If anyone who is able to see that on screen, what do you guys think of that? I think that was rather stupid from Xhaka. There's no need to give Tottenham a free kick in that area a minute and 40 seconds into the match. It's absolutely mental. Standing over the ball right now, guys, we have, I think, Eric. Is that Eric Dyer? Why is Eric Dyer on free kicks? I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand. I'd much rather have Harry Kane on this one than Eric Dyer. That's absolutely blasphemous in my opinion. Anyways, Dyer, standing over it. Here we go. Let's see. I think Dyer and maybe, is that Reguilón? I can't tell who the other Spurs player is, but Dyer is definitely going to take, I think. Let's see. Dyer? Oh my goodness. My days, what a waste of a free kick that was. Floated it over the goal. And yeah, I think Kane should be on the free kicks. I don't know why Dyer takes them. He's not. I've never been impressed by Dyer's free kicks is all I have to say. So yeah. And yeah, let's see how we doing. All right. Jose Mourinho there standing on the touchline. Just he looks like a man who wants to win. He looks like he desires to win. Dyer's been good this season. Oh no, Dyer overall has been good this season. He's played really well. I just don't know about him on free kicks. I don't think he's been good on free kicks this season. From the matches I've watched of Tottenham, and I've watched quite a few Tottenham matches actually this year, especially on the stream. Every time Dyer takes a free kick, it is underwhelming as hell. But, I mean, I guess we'll give it to him. So anyways, throw in here. Bellerin's going to take on the right-hand side of the pitch for Arsenal. Bellerin looking to throw it in. Winning the ball in the middle of the park. Ooh, good tackle there. But it's going to be a foul on Lo Celso. Spurs free kick. This game's been choppy so far to start. 3 minutes, 20 seconds in. Both teams just kind of getting stuck in there. Arsenal especially, though. They look hungry. Playing it out wide now. Arsenal. On the ball here is Sissoko. He's going to look to switch it across the back line. Alderweireld to... who's that dropping in? That's Højbjerg dropping in between the center backs there. Ball getting knocked long. Trying to play the feet of, I believe that was Bergwijn making the run in behind, but can't quite complete the pass there. So far, guys, it's been A very energetic game. No one's been really able to control the ball so far, though, consistently. And there's Alderweireld. He's going to be key for Tottenham today. You know, he's been a really solid presence back there for them this season, and yeah, he's been very, very good. Kieran Tierney to take the throw here. He's playing as the third center back. Tierney's such a, how do I want to put this? He's such a versatile player. You know, he can play as a wing back and he can play as a center back as well. So he's really impressed me during his time at Arsenal. I'd say him, Saka, and Kieran Tierney, Saka, and Gabriel this year have been like the best players for Arsenal in my opinion. On the ball here is Holding. Good shaped ball. Trying to pick out Willian. Dyer's going to clear his lines. It's going to pop out for a Arsenal throw on the right-hand side of the pitch. And yeah, we've got 5 people in here. I appreciate everyone tuning in. I may go over the Discord and let people know that we are live. Have them pop in and join. And yeah, here's Harry Kane now on the ball, looking to find the likes of pick out someone in the midfield for Tottenham. And Lacazette wins the ball, and it's going to be an Arsenal free kick. Let's see what people are saying here. Lacazette, you know, he's working hard here. He's dropping in a little deeper. Feisty game, lots of fouls early. I think there's going to be some bookings in this one for sure. And Lacazette's really got to perform, guys. He's had a bad start to the season. If we're looking at goals so far this year, I don't think he's scored many in the Premier League. Let's see who's standing over the ball here for Arsenal. We've got Willian. I think we've also got Bukayo Saka as well standing over it there. Let's see which one of them will take. I think it should be, you know, from this angle, I think Willian will take. Willian's very good on set pieces, guys. But there's not going to be a shot here. This is going to be onto the delivery. Ball put into the box, headed away by Tottenham's defense. Picking up the ball in the middle. Partey having to go. Oh, and he's rifled it over. Spurs fans loving it. And yeah, let me take a look here, guys, at Lacazette's stats for the season. 3 goals in 9 matches. And yeah, on the ball there was Son trying to press. And then Bukayo Saka got it onto his right foot there. Just smashed it over the goal. So yeah, interesting stuff going on here early. All right, here we go. Guys, am I buffering or is the connection good? Let me know in the live chat, please. Yeah, I for some reason I feel like I'm buffering, but I want to just make sure it's working well. Okay, clearing their lines now are Tottenham. Knocking the ball along. Hector Bellerin heading it all the way back to Holding. Holding's going to knock it all the way back to Bernd Leno. Leno now on the ball. Looking to pick out Gabriel. Finding none other than... what's going on there? One of the Tottenham players is down off the ball there. I seen what people said. Ollie says it a bit, but it's good now. Good to hear, Ollie. Thank you for letting me know. If it does start to buffer again, please let me know. I see if I can do anything about it. Ball played long now. Is that Tierney getting forward as the third center back? That is very strange, you know. As a third center back, you don't typically see that player bombing forward, but Kieran Tierney going the length of the pitch there. I think what we may see is Xhaka dropping almost as a third center back, and then Tierney bomb forward. There's a little clash between Højbjerg and Lacazette there. They kind of got into it. Lacazette calling for a foul there. Højbjerg also calling for a foul as well. This is going to be a chippy match. This is definitely going to be a chippy match. Let me know, guys, in the live chat. Do we have Spurs fans here? Do we have Arsenal fans here? Let me know down below in the live chat. I'm curious to see what we have, who we have watching with us today on this one. I know there's some of us that are just neutrals like myself, but nonetheless going to be good. 7 minutes in, still 0-0. And yeah, it's been feisty so far, but we haven't seen that bit of quality, either team really creating a great chance yet. Ollie's a Spurs fan. I was aware of that. Any other Spurs or Arsenal fans? I'm hoping we can get Sifo on here in a minute, get some others on here, get the chat going crazy. But for now, I appreciate everyone that is tuning in. It's been a good start to the match so far, 8 minutes in. All right, here on the ball is Gabriel Magalhaes, knocking it long to the likes of Kieran Tierney. He's going to try and flick it on, trying to get on the end of it. Arsenal, and they're going forward. Bukayo Saka trying to just get on the end of it, not quite there. He's been fantastic, and what a young player he is. I mean, if we're I put him in the category of Greenwood and Foden. Like, I think he's that good. On the ball here, on the throw, will be Kieran Tierney. You know, Arsenal don't really seem to be playing 3 in the back right now, is kind of how I would look at it. It doesn't really feel that way. All right, checking down. Football Days, I seen your comment. What do you mean by that? He doesn't... The manager does not know that Maradona died. What do you mean by that? Like, how does he not know? Ball played forward. And it goes out for a Tottenham. It goes out for a Tottenham goal kick here. Arsenal just trying to play a little too direct there, maybe not precise enough with their passing. Anyways, Aubameyang here. Aubameyang standing at the edge of the box. Mikel Arteta speaking with some of his assistants, trying to figure out tactically what they have to do. Mikel Arteta right now, guys, is a manager under a lot of scrutiny, is what I would say. It's been a tough couple months. The True Line is here. Welcome, mate. Thank you for tuning in. So far, it's 0-0, the True Line. 9 minutes, 30 seconds into the match. Neither team's really created a boatload of chances. And it's been just feisty. Lots of fouls. It's been a fun match so far to watch. Both teams are kind of going at it, so it's been fun. Driving forward now is Tottenham. Ball knocked long. Dyer's going to play it all the way back to Lloris. Lloris, oh my goodness. Lloris makes a shamble of that. And it's going to be... Lloris makes a shamble of that. And it's an absolute mess. It's going to be an Arsenal throw deep into Tottenham's half now. Looking to take the throw is Beller. And Football Day says it's because he had surgery and his family does not want to tell him. They're scared that it will affect him. Got it, Football Days. That's actually very, very sad, man. That's actually really, really sad. Yeah, damn. That's terrible. Hopefully the coach has a speedy recovery, though, as well. Man, that's sad. All right, back to the match now. Let's see what other people are saying in the chat. True Lions pulling for Arsenal today. Let's see what other people are saying. Oh, because I guess if Arsenal win today... if Arsenal win today, then Chelsea remain at the top of the table. That makes sense. Thoughts on the game so far, says Yusuf. Yusuf, so far I would say this about the match. I think it's been scrappy. Neither team is really... oh my gosh. Thomas Partey's shot there went about 3 miles wide. Wow. My thoughts on the game so far would be this, Yusuf. I think neither team has really gotten control of the match. It's been quite feisty. It's been quite, typical 20 minutes of a derby tends to be neither team can really keep the ball. It tends to get switched between both sides and lots of fouls. It's just been your typical start to derby match where there's not been that much quality. It's just a lot of energy. And I think as the players get a little more tired, we'll see that quality really start to come out a bit more. And I think that'll be key in this one, is what I would say. So I think as the match progresses, we'll start to see that quality come out a little bit more, and yeah, it'll be better. Wait, you guys say I am buffering. Let me see here on my screen if I am buffering. It seems to be running smoothly on my screen. It may be just a quick one, but I would say this much, guys, is that for me personally, I think 25 minutes in is when we'll really start to see the match kind of unfold and start to see who is taking control of the match. But until then, I expect it to be rather, how do I want to put this? I think rather just like a classic derby where it's possession is just being exchanged between both sides. No one's able to keep the ball. A lot of fouls, chippy fouls as well. A lot of chasing of the ball, high energy, and then it starts to dip back down. Yeah, and the way Arsenal are really playing, guys, is we're seeing, my analysis so far would be this. Arsenal, they're lined up in a 3-4-3, but what happens is either Xhaka or Partey, they drop down into a back three, and that allows for Tierney and Bellerin to bomb forward. So it's almost like a, how do I put this? It's almost like a 3-5-2 in many ways. So yeah, that's kind of my analysis so far of it. And here goes Tottenham now. Tottenham on the break. Driving forward is Son. Heung-min Son looking to go 1v1 here. Cutting inside. Son from range. Son! Oh, what a goal for Tottenham. Heung-min Son, I did say he would score. I called it. But what a goal that was. It was absolutely beautiful. Arsenal just giving him way too much space, and he bends it in. Far post. Wow, what a goal that was. That's a beautiful goal whether or not you're a Spurs fan or not. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. 1-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. Heung-min Son with the beautiful goal. And wow, that's the type of goal you want to see on a derby day. The bit of quality, it had been a rough 15 minutes of football to start the match. Neither team really playing brilliantly. But Kane there, guys, and we have to give a lot of credit to Harry Kane there. That bouncing ball into his feet, controls it, slots it to Son, and then Arsenal's defense. What are they doing? They're all just standing there watching Son dribble. No one's stepping, and they just give him a free shot from outside the 18. Shocking defending from Arsenal, but what a goal from Heung-min Son. What a goal. Mourinho there. Mourinho with a celebration like this. Mourinho, absolute legend. Go follow him on Instagram, guys. His Instagram's hilarious. Heung-min Son, though, with a big goal. And we're going to have a cheeky sip of water to that. You get me? I mean, I just don't know what that was from Arsenal. It just looks like this group of players, man. It's a strange one, I'll tell you. It's a strange one. I just don't get it. I don't get what that they were quite doing there defensively. I mean, yeah, I think they didn't maybe realize how close he was to their goal. He was right outside the 18 and he's having a free shot. No one's stepping. It's like absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. And yeah, guys, great goal for Tottenham. They're up 1-0 and we are 15 minutes into the match. Bukayo Saka trying to isolate out wide against Aurier. Aurier defending well though, but he's going to be called for a foul. It's going to be a free kick for Arsenal in a dangerous area, and let's see if they can equalize. Guys, if you're enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream. And also subscribe if you are new to the channel as well. I really do appreciate the support that you guys have been showing recently. And yeah, we've got some new videos coming out on here shortly. So anyways, here we go. It's going to be a free kick for Arsenal. Standing over it are Willian and Bukayo Saka once again. Let's see if Arsenal can create something from it. Sean Taylor says, "We love you, Chelsea." So Sean Taylor must be a Chelsea fan as well. Got all the London clubs in here, guys. What color is London? Let me know down below in the chat. Here we go. Delivery here. Willian. Into the box. Headed away by Dyer. Good header by Dyer. Challenging for the ball now are Spurs, but Arsenal are able to win it back here. Thomas Partey finds Bukayo Saka to Willian. Willian looking to play inside to Lacazette. Lacazette with a bit of space here. Lacazette may have a go. Just decides to try and chip it to the back post. Can Aubameyang keep it in there? And he can't. It was a really bad ball from Lacazette. And it's going to go out for a Spurs throw. I predicted 1-0 to Tottenham. So this scoreline, I mean, it's I don't know if it'll hold up because there's a lot of football to be played. But again, Spurs on the counterattack. Kane with another assist this season. And Son with a beautiful, beautiful goal. And no one closing him down. They're all just standing there. It's ridiculous, man. I don't know. I seriously don't know what Arsenal were doing defensively. That's shocking defending. Shocking defending. You got to close him down. You can't give him that much space. Anyways, here we go. Back to the match. Højbjerg gets fouled there by Lacazette. It's going to be an interesting one. Lacazette and Højbjerg. Lacazette just trying to see if Højbjerg's all right, and Højbjerg getting in the face of Lacazette. Wow. What I'm doing, the man, the legend, Fergie, is live. My guy, Mahmood, how we doing, bro? How we doing? I appreciate you stopping by. So far, 1-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. 16 minutes in. Mahmood, did you see the goal? Because it was an absolute beauty from Heung-min Son. It was beauty. If you haven't seen it, try and look it up on Twitter or something, man. Go check it out. DeAndre is here. Welcome, DeAndre. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you stopping by. If you guys are tuning in, like DeAndre, like Mahmood, make sure you smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. And yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in once again. Worldly goal from Son. Absolute beauty. And Tottenham go up 1-0. It's been a feisty game. Arsenal with an opportunity here. Lots of fouls. Lots and lots of fouls early here. And you know what? Arsenal they look a bit in their own heads right now. Like Xhaka is just committing silly fouls, unnecessary fouls, and he looks a bit in their head right now. Kane there, yeah. Oh, I don't know. Ooh, that may have been a bit of soft of a foul there. Xhaka didn't really get Kane very well. But anyway, 17 minutes in, 1-0. And so far, here would be my analysis on the match, lads. It would be this. I would say that Tottenham so far are starting to take control of the game a little bit more. Arsenal not really creating many chances in the final third. Arsenal just looks so poor. They look so poor going forward in the final third. And Aubameyang and Lacazette aren't just doing anything. They're just doing nothing. They're just doing absolutely nothing, to be honest with you. Well, 1-0 Spurs, though. I'm happy we got a goal early, though, because this game could be very low scoring and very boring. But, you know, it kind of makes Arsenal push on a bit, and it's going to make Tottenham. It's really going to make Tottenham. I think Tottenham maybe sit in a little more in the second half. But until then, I expect them to keep going at Arsenal. DeAndre says 3-0 Tottenham. Ollie says 2-0 Tottenham. Yeah, guys, if you haven't already, like Mahmood and others, if you haven't already, share your score prediction down below in the live chat and who you think the goal scorers will be. Like I said, DeAndre thinks 3-0 Tottenham. Ollie thinks 2-0 Tottenham. Ball played out wide now to Kieran Tierney. Tierney plays it back inside now. Looking to switch the point of attack. Here we go. Ball out to Rob Holding. Holding here on the ball. Plays it inside to Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel Magalhaes driving forward. Looking to play inside. Unable to connect there. Just saw the goal. Where is Sifo? Arsenal are winning the title. Very funny there, Mahmoud. I don't know where Sifo is. Hopefully he tunes in a bit. Hopefully we see him. I don't know where he's at right now. But yeah, it'd be great to have him in here. Get his thoughts on the match as we go. Son will get a brace, says Ollie. I think that there's the potential for it. As I said, I'm going to stick with my 1-0, but I think Son very well could get a brace. And Son is in my fantasy team, so that is good for me. Kane is also in my fantasy team, so that's also very good for me. It's looking good today for my fantasy side. Mahmoud thinks 4-0 Spurs. Wow. So you guys are really expecting Spurs just to run away with this one. Guys, we have I believe, let me see this. We have a corner kick here for Tottenham, 20 minutes in. Good ball by Son into Kane and headed away by Holding, and it's going to be a corner here for Tottenham. Harry Kane, guys, what a player he's been. I think that's his eighth assist of the season, 9 goals. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. In what, 11 matches? I can't believe it. And he could very well score today. Bit optimistic, but I'll back it, says Ollie. Lo Celso here on the corner kick now. He's going to look to deliver here, Lo Celso. Ball in. Headed away by Holding. Aubameyang trying to get on the end of it. He clears it. It's going to be a throw in here for Spurs on the left-hand side of the pitch. And it will be taken by Reguilón. Reguilón now. Looking to throw it in. Reguilón. That was definitely a foul throw there. He picked up his back foot as he threw it. But anyways, we move. Throwing it in now. Spurs on the ball. They've got to be careful there. Giving it away in a bad area. Oh, wow. They're giving that throw to Arsenal. I don't know about that. But it's going to be a Spurs throw on that right-hand side of the pitch. The corner was a good delivery, but not really many Tottenham players in a dangerous area there to put it away. Spurs on the ball. Spurs are really starting to take control of the game. But, hey, we have an Arsenal fan here. Good to see. Arsenal's #1. Arsenal, he says 2-1. I want to just be clear, guys. I am a neutral. I'm a United fan. I don't care who wins today. I'm just here to do commentary and analysis of the match. But it's good to get some perspectives from both sides. Arsenal's #1 says Arsenal 2-1. Who do you think the goal scorers will be today, mate? Let me know down below in the live chat. I want to get your thoughts. And who do you think the key players will be for Arsenal? Same from you Spurs fans. Who do you think will score the next goal for Spurs if they do score again? And who do you think, how do I put this? Who do you think will be the next goal scorer for Spurs if they do score? And who do you think the key players will be? Anyways, on the ball here, it's Kieran Tierney. Guys, the way Arsenal are playing, in my analysis so far of how Arsenal are playing so far, is what they're doing is they're playing in a they're playing in like a, it looks like, you know, they were supposed to line up in a 3 in the back, but it doesn't really look like it. It's sort of like a 3 in the back. I don't know how to describe this formation. It's a strange one. It's a strange one. I'd say 3-4-3, but the way they're playing is that Partey is dropping in. Partey and Xhaka are dropping in as center backs. Like they're switching off. So one of them will drop in between Gabriel and Holding, and then the likes of Tierney and Bellerin will bomb forward. So it's almost like they're Excuse me. Oh my gosh. My allergies are kicking up there, lads. Apologies. Arsenal's #1 says Lacazette and Willian will get his first goal. Yeah, man. You need the attack to really step it up. It's been crazy how poor Arsenal's attack has been. I picked going into the season, I said Aubameyang, I don't know if I said this publicly, but I said it to Bo and others. I said Aubameyang would be the Golden Boot winner. And I mean, he's got, what, 1 goal this entire year? And, I mean, it's just shocking. It's been shocking. Willian had a good start, but it has been poor. Lacazette's finishing has been absolutely terrible. But yeah, Arsenal's #1 is hopeful that they can get something done today here. This formation is really confusing me, though. I don't quite understand what Arsenal... Maybe they're not playing a 4-3-3 because they only have a couple midfielders. Bo, he says tell Bo to join the stream. I don't think he can right now. He's too busy watching the match with his dad right now because his dad's a big Arsenal fan as well. So anyways, back to it. On the ball is Sissoko. Sissoko. He's just going to settle it. Sissoko, guys, you know, if you watch the All or Nothing documentary on Tottenham, he's actually he's a key player in the locker room for them, and it's something I didn't realize till I watched it. But it makes a lot of sense. I mean, he is the definition of consistency for their side. He's the definition of consistency. Let's see who else has just joined us. Sandro's here. Welcome, Sandra. I appreciate you tuning in. And Josh is here as well. Thank you, Josh, for tuning in. I appreciate it, guys. Give me your score predictions down below in the live chat. Who you think the goal scorers will be and any thoughts you have on the match. Ollie says Son will score the next 45, around the 42nd to 55th minute, and Lo Celso to assist. Okay, Ollie, if that happens, I'm going to give you a major shout-out, all right? I'm going to give you a major little shout if that happens. That would be very impressive if you call that. We've got to wait and see, though. So far, 25 minutes in, 1-0 to Tottenham, thanks to a beautiful goal from Heung-min Son. And yeah, I appreciate everyone tuning in. If you're enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button. We are aiming for 30 likes on the stream, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Second half will come out firing, says Arsenal's number one. Arsenal's number one, any substitutions that you want? Low cross by Willian, cleared away by the Spurs defense, well defended by Tottenham. Arsenal really haven't hurt Spurs so far, guys. If I'm looking at the match statistics, thus, oh, here comes Spurs on the counter-attack now. Here comes Tottenham, looking to go forward. Lo Celso, trying to pick out, I believe that's Bergwijn out wide now. Bergwijn driving forward, going 1v1, cutting inside. He's got a couple Arsenal players in front of him now. He's going to play back to Højbjerg. Højbjerg, looking to play inside. And now they're switching the point of attack here, Tottenham. Arsenal sitting in that low block as they typically have done under Mikel Arteta. Arsenal are playing, it looks like, it's funny the way they're set up. It looks like they're playing with like a back seven there, but they're just getting numbers behind the ball. Arsenal's number one is smashed like my guy. I appreciate it. Yusuf tells Sandra that he's coming for him in the FPL league. And yeah, Arsenal have no threat up front. It feels like that, man. It really does feel like that. And it's concerning because Aubameyang, the past couple seasons he's been at Arsenal, he's been phenomenal. All right, dangerous area for Tottenham. Reguilón cross, headed away by the Arsenal defense. Shot, Højbjerg! Oh, good save by Leno. Hit right at him, but he smashed it. He absolutely smashed it. Xhaka on, off, Ceballos on. I would agree with that. Arsenal's number one. I would agree with that. I think you need a little bit more creativity going forward, and the only player in the midfield who can really offer that for Arsenal is Ceballos. And guys, Arsenal just aren't closing Tottenham down. They're sitting so deep. They're just letting them have anything from range, and it's a bit concerning. Yusuf says, Arteta's somebody who was Pep's assistant, plays defensive football. Weird. Yeah, I think part of it, though, Yusuf, is personnel. Arteta is all about his personnel, and I think he realizes this team isn't maybe to have the quality to be like an attacking-minded team going forward. But I would tend to disagree potentially. I don't know. It's a difficult one. I want to get Arsenal's number one's thoughts on. I want to get your thoughts, mate, on Arteta. Are you Arteta in or Arteta out? I'm very curious to see. I've seen a lot of Arsenal fans recently on social media be Arteta out, and that's. I mean, I understand it to some extent, but I think for me personally, I think Arteta's a really good manager, and I think he has a lot of potential. Saif is here. Welcome, Saif. Thank you for tuning in. How are we doing, Saif? I know you're a big Fantasy Premier League guy. How's it going with your team this week? I have Son in my team, and he scored an absolute banger today. I wish there was extra points for when the goals are bangers, but there aren't in fantasy, unfortunately. But yeah, beautiful goal from Son. And so far, Saif, 27 minutes in, 1-0 to Tottenham. Sandra says, where would you place Leno in the top goalies in the Premier League? Great question, Sandro. I think he's a fantastic goalkeeper, and that's why when someone asked earlier, do you think Arsenal should be upset that they let go of Martinez? No. Martinez is a great goalkeeper, but Leno, guys, for me, since he's joined Arsenal, has been a top 5 goalkeeper. If that makes a lot of sense, you know. I think he's been fantastic. I've seen Sandra's comment about Arteta out low and very, very funny. Let's see. Yusuf would put him top 5. I would tend to agree. I think he's a fantastic goalkeeper. Guys, if you're just tuning in, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on today's stream. Are we buffering a bit? Are we buffering? Let me know in the chat. I just want to make sure that it's running smoothly for you guys. My Wi-Fi is not good at home, I have to admit, as it is when I'm at university. But I think it's still running relatively smooth. So, Sissoko playing it to the likes of Reguilón into the feet of Son to Sissoko over to Dyer switching it through to Alderweireld. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Yeah, poor Leno, top 3 in Germany, says Sandro. How about Lloris? I rate Lloris as well. I think Lloris is good. But I don't know. I actually think I'd take Leno over Lloris, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's a hot take, but do you guys agree or disagree? Do you guys agree or disagree? Leno over Lloris. That's what I want to ask. If you think Leno, put a 1 in the chat. If you think Lloris, put a 2 in the chat. All right. Kepa is the best goalkeeper. No argument, says Saif. Oh, no. No. Saif taking the piss there. Let's see what other people are saying. Arsenal's number 1 says, I'm Arteta in. He needs support. He'll produce. I can see his vision, but Arsenal fans are impatient, though. Lol. 100%. Arsenal's number 1. 100%. I agree with you. 1,000%, in fact. I think he's a good manager. He has good vision. I think we've seen a lot of positive things. I think, every manager goes through these rough bumps. Remember last year, guys. Remember last year with Jose Mourinho. To be fair, Kane and Son were injured, but Tottenham went through a rough spell towards the end of the season. So, yeah, I think it happens to every manager, and I think, as long as he can get through this spell and they can find their form again, then I think they should be fine. But the Arsenal fan base tends to be very reactionary. Opportunity for Arsenal. Ball played forward. Saka. Tierney. Low cross. Cleared away by Tottenham. Here goes Spurs now. Kane holding it up. Man, Harry Kane is such a good player. I think both Arsenal fans and Tottenham fans can admit Harry Kane is a fantastic player. The way he's holding the ball up, it's a new dimension to his game that's fantastic. Kepa is better than Yashin, says Josh. Man, you guys love to meme some of these players, but Kepa, man, he did not have a good time at Chelsea at all. Anyways, clearing the lines there are Arsenal. Going forward now, Thomas Partey in the break. Partey beats 2 Tottenham players. Partey driving forward. Wow, Partey's doing a fantastic job here. On his left foot, plays it across to Aubameyang. Can he create? Lays it off to Saka. Saka, delivery. Opportunity. Wow, good run from Partey, though. It's good to really see him. Guys, it is seriously really, really good to see Partey getting involved there for Arsenal. That was a beautiful run. Højbjerg's down on the ground there, calling for some sort of foul or something. It looks like maybe he was elbowed in the mouth or something. But yeah, great work from Thomas Partey. Beating, I believe that was Højbjerg there, beating Son, and then going around Reguilón as well. Really impressive. He's been one of the best, one of the better players for Arsenal today. Yusuf says, brilliant bit of defending from Spurs. And yeah, anyways, it's gonna go out for an Arsenal throw there. Højbjerg is really getting into this one. I like his mentality though. Højbjerg, I really do. He's very physical, gets stuck in, and Partey, my guy, says Arsenal's number 1. Yeah, no, Partey's a good player, and I think this is why I think Arteta. Are we going to have a Partey? I think Arsenal fans will be if they win today. If Arsenal fans win today, I'm very sure they will be. But good step there by Son, and it's going to go out for an Arsenal throw on the right-hand side of the pitch there. Højbjerg coming back on now. He had a little bit of a nosebleed. Just got sorted out by the Tottenham medical staff. And I never expected him to be a signing that would really be so impactful at Tottenham. I thought it was a good signing. But it just seemed like such a Jose signing. No, but it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. And good shout. I didn't think anyone realized maybe he was this good apart from maybe those Southampton fans that watched him last year. Gonna have a cheeky sip of water, guys. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Make sure to smash the like button if you're tuning in, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Cheeky sip of water. All right, let's see who's here. My guy, Tactical Manager TV. How we doing, bro? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you stopping by. What are your thoughts so far, Tactical Manager? I want to get your thoughts. So far for me, I think Tottenham has been the better side. The goal from Son was beautiful. Arsenal's defense just gets caught there watching. Yeah, it's been an interesting half of football. But yeah, anyways, let's see who else is here. I see Biggs joined us as well. Thanks for tuning in, Biggs. I appreciate you stopping by. And yeah. Biggs, what are your thoughts on the match as well? Guys, let me know your score predictions if you're just tuning in the live chat. And like I said, smash the like button. Doing good, but I got COVID. Oh my gosh, Tactical Manager, I hope you are doing all right, mate. Hope you have a speedy recovery and stay safe, man. That's actually, that's very disappointing, scary news there. So I hope you get better as soon as possible. Yeah. I really hope. Are you feeling any symptoms or anything like that? I know younger people tend to be asymptomatic. I hope you have a speedy recovery and you're doing all right, mate. Yeah, and just be careful, stay safe. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, getting enough rest, boosting the immune system and whatnot. So yeah, so you can recover as quick as possible. Tactical Manager says feeling okay. I'm good. Thank you, Aiden. Good to hear, Tactical Manager. Good to hear. Keep us updated. And yeah, man, that's actually very scary. I've known a couple people that have gotten COVID, but not a ton. And every time you hear of it, man, it's just so scary. So yeah, I hope you have a speedy recovery. Here goes Spurs now on the break, guys. I see someone else said, where's everyone watching this? Australia, the UK. I'm in the US and California right now. So we're watching all over the world. Very cool to see. Tottenham are a team you do not want to be 1-0 down against. Yeah, because of Mourinho, because they like to park the bus. That's what I think we'll start to see Spurs do in the second half. I think that's what we'll really start to see is Spurs just really park the bus in the second half here. Because that's when they're comfortable doing that. They very much are comfortable parking the bus and just countering and making Arsenal play with it. Partey gives the ball away there to Lo Celso. Lo Celso going forward, trying to get around Holding. He does. Good tackle by Holding, out for a Spurs corner kick there. Partey's got to be careful there in possession. Let's see what other people are saying in the chat. I don't know why, but Bundesliga and Prem play so different football. Like in the Bundesliga, every team plays Klopp football. In the Prem, only Liverpool. Yeah, no, it is really cool, though, to see like different leagues, how they have different styles. I like that. Like in La Liga, the more possession-oriented style. And in Serie A, it's a little different, more defensive-minded maybe. Bundesliga, like you said, very energetic. Premier League, a bit of a mix. I think it's interesting, Delivery here, headed away by Lacazette. Partey clears the lines there. Here come Spurs again. Sissoko on the ball. He's going to play it all the way back. Willian has been poor for Arsenal. Yeah, Willian's been practically invisible, mate. He's been practically invisible. Yes, because Bundesliga teams have a German manager and they think the same as Klopp. I don't know that's quite the reason why, Josh, but I think there is definitely influences from certain managers. I think for example, since Guardiola has stepped into the Premier League, we've seen a lot more possession-oriented football just generally in the Premier League. Whereas before, there was a lot of just lofting the ball in behind. So I think it's, yes, there is typical things, but I think certain managers that are very good change the way that, not entirely the league plays, but to some regards how football's looked within the league, if that makes sense. Ball knocked into the feet of Rob Holding there. Holding's just going to be patient, guys. So far, 36 minutes in. 1-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. Smash the like button if you're enjoying the stream, and subscribe if you are new. Josh says, I never get out of my house. Let's see what other people are saying. Ollie says, my prediction of a goal in the 42nd to 55th minute by Son, set up by Lo Celso, is looking more likely, he says. Of course, guys, Ollie, a Tottenham fan. Let's see what others are saying. Yeah, football changed from Italian football to tiki-taka to Klopp football, says Sandro. Josh says Klopp football to Messi football in the future, says Josh. Are you in the States, bud? Says Arsenal's number one. Yeah, I am. I'm in California, in the U.S. Yeah, and then I also got to Massachusetts for university, so the setup changes quite regularly as I'm switching between university, and then now I'm on winter break as well. So Mahmood says, when is the next podcast? Me and Bo are going to get on that this week. It should be coming out in the next couple days. We have finals. My last day of the term is on Wednesday. I still do have school because I'm doing a winter class, but it won't be as much. So just expect it to be more regular then. It's hard to figure out though right now because Bo's out in Ukraine. I'm on the west coast of the United States, so the time difference is quite mad, but we'll figure it out. There should be some new stuff coming. And we'll definitely do a reflection on the North London derby with Bo Feekins. And I'll definitely let him know I'm not having it, Mahmood. So, yeah. All right, guys. Free kick here for Arsenal in a dangerous area. Yusuf saying Scotland's greater than England. Come on. Come on, Yusuf, my guy. Hey, we're going to upset them in the Euros. Just know that. Just know that. Here's Bellerin. Bellerin looking to deliver. Headed away by, I believe that was Sissoko who headed it away there. Ball play forward to Tierney, though, now. Guys, Tierney, you don't understand how good this guy is going forward. Delivery by Tierney. Good ball into the box. Man, I just wish Arteta would give Tierney a chance, like a true chance as a wingback. Because when he bombs forward, man, he is so quick. He's so quick. He's so good on the ball. He's got a fantastic left foot. Bukayo Saka down there in a bit of pain. Hopefully he's good to pop back up there. Yeah, we don't want to see him down injured. You don't want to see these younger players getting injured. There's lots of games to be played, though, and I think it just takes a toll on your body, especially at the age of, 19 years old. He got in the challenge there with Aurier. It probably just looks like maybe a Charlie horse or something like that. Dead leg, depending on where you're from and what you call it, but you get me anyways. back to the stream, guys. Let's see what is going on. Guys, what are your score predictions after watching 38 minutes of football, 40 minutes of football roughly? What are your score predictions for this one? It's going to be Arsenal ball here. Looking to switch the ball. Played inside. Guys, also, let me know in the chat, those of you that haven't seen it yet, do you guys like the little screen I have on the side there, showing some of the ball movements, showing the score, showing some of the statistics? Is that something that you guys like and want to see in more live streams? Let me know in the chat. Tottenham throw here on the right-hand side of the pitch. It's going to be a throw-in taken by Aurier. Tried to flick on by Kane. There's been maybe a clash of heads there. Tierney holding his head. Hopefully he's all right. And then the ball's been played in the feet of Aubameyang. Aubameyang driving forward. Cleared away. Falls to the feet of Willian. Willian can't put it away. And it's into the feet of Partey. Partey looking to flick it on to Lacazette. Lacazette into Bellerin. Bellerin. Oh, low cross by Bellerin. Cleared away by Højbjerg. Out for an Arsenal corner, guys. And I want to take a little look at the statistics on screen so far. If we're looking at it, Tottenham, 2 shots on target. 1 shot off target and 1 shot blocked. Arsenal have no shots on target. That is shocking, man. That is shocking, and I feel for you Arsenal fans. 2 shots off target and 1 blocked. So Arsenal, guys, really failing to create consistent chances right now, and that's just. I mean, it must be hard. I have to be honest. It must be hard. You guys saying you're liking the little scoreboard or the little screen next to me. He says the stuff on the screen is cool and is faster than your commentary. Okay, good. Good to hear that you're enjoying it. I think it helps to supplement my commentary a little bit as well, just to keep you guys updated and kind of let you know what is going on. Will you be streaming Spurs versus Crystal Palace? Ollie, I will not be. Next weekend, I'm not. Let me double check what matches I will be doing for sure. I'm going to be doing the Manchester Derby on my second channel for Manchester United, my United focused channel. I haven't looked through the matches yet. I know I'll be streaming on there as well for the United's midweek game. Next weekend, what interesting games do we have going on? I'm taking a look through here. Everton, Chelsea, that could be a potential. I don't know if I want to do back-to-back, though. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know, Ollie. I'll keep you updated in the Discord about what's to come. Maybe I'll focus on another video for the channel next weekend and only do 1 live stream on my second channel. But I'll keep you guys posted on that. Anyways, here we go. 41 minutes in. Willian on the ball here. If you're Arteta, what substitutions are you going to make? Because there needs to be a change. There very much needs to be a change from Arsenal. You know, they're dominating possession. But then again, they're not creating any chances from it. If I'm Arteta, right now, guys, Arsenal are playing in a 4-4-2. So the formation actually has changed from when they started the match. And what we're seeing now is we're seeing Gabriel holding Bellerin, Tierney, Saka, Xhaka, Thomas, Partey, Willian, and then up top Lacazette and Aubameyang. So Arteta just trying some different things out. I'm looking to bring on maybe Ceballos, I think is probably a good substitution to bring on. Maybe Nketiah for Lacazette, to be honest with you. On the ball here is Bellerin. Bellerin cutting inside. Oh, Josh, I will definitely be streaming Man City versus Man United. But it will be on the second channel, my Man United focus channel. My second channel, it'll be on there. But I definitely will be streaming that match. There's no way I'd miss that one. Foul there by Lo Celso. Arsenal with a free kick in a dangerous area here. Lacazette was fouled there. If I'm Arteta, I bring on my mum for Lacazette. Says Ollie. Very funny, Ollie. But yeah, I'm looking to bring on Nketiah right now. Lacazette, man, his time at Arsenal, he just hasn't quite hit the level of consistency that is needed. It's just crazy to me how far Arsenal have fallen this year. I mean, I thought they were on the rise, and it is just a run of bad form, but just Arsenal just seems very impatient. Like a lot of fans, unlike Arsenal number 1, a lot of Arsenal fans have been very, very impatient. So it's just like, I don't know where you go from Arteta. If you sack Arteta, where do you go from there, though, is my question. It's like, I don't know. It's a difficult one. All right. Free kick. Hugo Lloris setting up his wall. Standing over it. Lacazette and Xhaka. Here we go. Stepping up. Lacazette. It looking like Lacazette will take. Lacazette. Shot. Oh my goodness. It's miles wide. It may have taken a little touch for a deflection there. Yeah, it looks like it took a little deflection. It's going to be out for it. Let's see who it hit off of. Yeah, it grazed off Kane. Out for a corner kick there for Arsenal. Let's see if they can make anything from this. 43 minutes in, 40 seconds. Let's see if Arsenal can equalize before half. That would be a big goal. A momentum shifter. Out to Willian. Willian. Driving forward. End line. Cleared away. Falls to Saka. To Partey now. Out to Bellerin. Bellerin's going to look to deliver. Bellerin cross. Headed away. Another corner kick for Tottenham there. Another corner kick from Arsenal. Cleared away by Tottenham. Defending well, Tottenham are. As they typically do. As a typical Mourinho side does. So, okay, here we go. Willian on the corner again. Can Arsenal equalize? 44 minutes. 16 seconds in. Delivery. Headed away. Oh, my days. It's been cleared. Tierney all the way back now to Leno. Back into Tierney now. Back across. Is that Aubameyang checking that deep? It is. Over to Xhaka. Xhaka playing it long to Bellerin. Bellerin to Willian. Willian looking to play inside. Picks out Saka. Delivery. Headed away by Bellerin. Delivery by Bellerin. Headed away by the Spurs defense. And cleared away by Tottenham again. They're doing really, really good job here, Tottenham defensively. Picking up the ball, though, is Partey. Oh, no. Is he going to be able to keep it? He does well, though, to track back. On the ball here is Lacazette. Ball played. Great ball by Lacazette. Squared across by Bellerin. But, however, Aubameyang loses footing, and now Spurs have the opportunity to counter. Arsenal have been caught out here. It's a 4v2. Arsenal's defense, they're nowhere to be found. Heung-min Son cutting. Finds Kane. Kane, shot. What a goal. What a goal. And Tottenham go up 2-0 before half. Arsenal get caught out. Like I said prior to the match, everyone who was here at the beginning, I said they would get beaten in transition, and they get beaten in transition once again. What a goal from Tottenham. It was clear. It was so clear. Arsenal bombing numbers forward, and you know what Spurs typically do? They wait for you to bomb numbers forward, they win it, and then they go, and they don't miss. Spurs will punish you. Spurs will punish you if you push too many numbers forward. Look at these Spurs players. Their backline's so solid, they can trust their backline to win the ball, and once they do, they look to go. This is a masterclass. If you are not taking Tottenham as a serious team that can win the league this season, you are being a fool. This Tottenham team could very well win the Premier League this season, and people need to give them the respect they deserve. Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, and my fantasy team is going to be buzzing. Let's just put it that way. Wow. Tottenham Hotspur, and they go up 2-0 right before half. That's a big goal. That is a huge goal. And now Arsenal have a lot of work to do, and Mikel Arteta is going to be hearing it from these Arsenal fans after the match. I'll tell you that much. Wow. Madness. I got it right with the timing at least, says Ollie. That's mental though, mate. That is absolutely mental. Great goal from Tottenham, and they're so good on the break. And that is Kane's, what is that? Kane's 9th goal of the season? Maybe his 10th goal of the season. That is absolutely insane from Harry Kane. Fair play, and guys, if you're enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button. That is the first half finished. Smash the like button. We're trying to hit 30 likes on the stream. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And yeah, I'm going to do a brief analysis on the first half, and then we will jump into just a more general Q&A, Premier League football Q&A. But I want to say this much. Tottenham Hotspur, 5 shots, 3 on target, 38% possession. The possession does not matter for these Mourinho sides. And I think we found that Son and Kane are perfect for this Mourinho system because of how good they are going forward, and they don't need numbers necessarily. They don't need that many numbers going forward with them. They can create a lot of chances based on their own brilliant ability. Wow. Arsenal, 4 shots, none on target, 62% possession. And again, there's no attacking threat from Arsenal. Absolutely no attacking threat. Man, that's mental. That's absolutely mental. Mahmoud says, I will bring my grandma on for Willian. My grandma is a baller. Lol, sack Arteta for Scott Parker. Or my grandpa. My grandpa's a good coach, says Mahmoud. Very funny, Mahmoud. Yusuf says, Harry Kane and Son are saving your job. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is why I hired them. That's what they got to do. Saif says, gotta go, my friend. Have a good one, Saif. I appreciate you stopping by. And yeah, best of luck to your FPL team. Abraham says, I said Kane would score. Shout out Abraham for that. Big up Abraham. And wow, what a goal. Hey, also, Ollie, didn't you say You said Son would score, but you were pretty close. Son did assist, and you said he'd score between the 42nd and the 55th minute. So Tottenham did score in that time range. So shout out to Oli for the, excuse me, I said Ollie for that as well. Wow, that was a great goal from Tottenham. Really impressive stuff from them, guys. And yeah, they go up into halftime, 2-0 up. My analysis so far would be this. Arsenal are keeping the ball, and they're just moving, they're cycling the ball around, not creating anything from it, are having issues. Arsenal can't break down a low block. They cannot. They've shown time and time again this season. They struggle to break down a low block. When the low block's set up, they can't penetrate. They can't quite beat it. And then Spurs, when they do win the ball, when Arsenal do overcommit numbers forward, Spurs counter. And each time they do, they smash it. So, wow. Mental. Absolutely mental. PlayStation Boy AK says, Spurs are the best. They're playing really, really well. And I'm serious, guys. If you do not consider Spurs a real title contender, you're just being silly. And you're being a bit foolish. You're being a bit naive because they are real title contenders this season. And as much as that pains me to say, it's the facts of the matter. And I am a United fan as well. I'm a neutral for those of you tuning in. I'm not for either Arsenal or Tottenham. I'm just keeping it real, keeping it 100 with you guys. And make sure if you're just tuning in, like PlayStation Boy AK, that you smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream. And that's my analysis on the first half. Okay. If I am Mikel Arteta, how do I turn this around? Here's what I'm thinking if I'm Arteta. Maybe I'll shoot him a cheeky text at halftime. I'm looking to bring on... Okay, Partey's come off now for Ceballos. That is confirmed. I'm looking to bring on... So Ceballos is on for Partey. I'm looking to bring on maybe Nketiah for Lacazette is what I would say. I mean, there's not many other options. But yeah, I'd go Nketiah for Lacazette and Ceballos on for Partey is how I do it. True, Sifo is watching and not saying anything, says Mahmood. I wonder where he is right now. Maybe I'll shoot him a text. I don't know if I should, though. It's Arsenal fans are not going to be too happy right now. I'm going to have a cheeky sip of water, guys. They're showing a little analysis here of the way Reguilón is bombing forward. Reguilón, guys, is such a good left back, I'm telling you. He's such a good left back. So his overlapping run there, made Holding have to choose between him and Son. Holding chose Reguilón, and then that gave Son the open lane to shoot. So that was very, very smart there from Reguilón. Great run, and that's how off-the-ball movement can dictate a match at times. And then we've seen that also with Pep Guardiola's side, the way they use off-the-ball movement to break teams down. Man, Yusuf says, people really said Jose was done getting they're getting proved wrong. He's still brightest mind in football. He's taken Son and Kane to another level. Yeah, Yusuf, there's some truth to it. I'm still not going to say Mourinho is it's very close for me between Pep and Klopp and then also Mourinho. It's very, very close. But yeah, I have to say I'm a little bit guilty of that myself. So what had happened, guys? What had happened was Partey was injured. Oh no. Partey was injured on that second goal. Partey was off to the sideline injured. That's why Arsenal had so few numbers involved in the play. He was gone to the sideline to talk to Arteta about an injury. He was in a lot of pain, I believe. And then he had stepped off the pitch. And then Arsenal get countered. That is shocking. Oh no. I'm going to feel for that lad. He was in a lot of pain there. But that left Arsenal exposed at the back. And they overcommitted numbers forward. And that's how they had the numbers going forward. We always get the deadbeats from Chelsea. Says Arsenal's number one. Arsenal's number one. What are your thoughts on that little situation there with Partey standing off injured and then Arsenal get countered? Kane though has been insane this year, guys. It's mental. I just can't believe it. But yeah, I agree with you, Yusuf, about Jose, man. People are looking foolish, including myself a little bit. I've been critical of Mourinho in the past, and I think United fans especially are looking a bit sour towards Mourinho. You know, the time at United, Mourinho's time at United, it was fine, but it wasn't brilliant. It wasn't what United fans had expected, and it was a sour relationship towards the end, is what I would say. And I think a lot of United fans, I see them just straight up disrespect Mourinho, and I don't think that's fair. I've got Kane as my captain in fantasy, says Arsenal's number one. Wow, so even Arsenal's number one knows the class of Kane. Even in the North London derby, he knows the quality of Kane. Let's take a look at my team right now, guys. How am I doing? All right, Kane's got me 8 points. Son's got me 9 points. Pretty good so far. Bellerin's got me no points, but overall, we're on 34 points so far. Not great. I have Raul Jimenez. Oh my goodness, my days. I have Jimenez on my bench. I mean, playing. I forgot to sub him off. I forgot to update my team. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, 2-0. What I'm seeing so far, though, is that Arsenal, Arsenal's a really real mess of a situation right now. And I think, I feel for Arteta, like Yusuf says, I feel bad for Arteta. He clearly has a big job to do. Not sure if he will get the time to rebuild that team. Yeah, 100%. 100% I agree with you there, Yusuf. That's a great point. Yeah, Arteta may not have the time to rebuild this team because he could be sacked. I mean, if we're looking at Arsenal's upcoming matches, guys, let me pull this up here. Who Arsenal plays in their upcoming matches. It would be idiotic to sack them off today. Tottenham are like in the best form in the entire league, so I wasn't expecting them to win today. But I mean, they have Burnley, Southampton, and Everton, and I think for Arteta, those matches will be crucial. If they do not beat Burnley, that is like mental. I think they will beat Burnley, but Southampton and Everton, those are huge matches. If they can't even beat those teams, I think I don't know. It's really hard to argue for him. So they've got 3 matches in my opinion against Burnley, Southampton, and Everton that will be make or break for Arteta in his time at Arsenal. If they can get some points, if they could go 3 wins, straight wins, or 2 wins and a draw, I think we could see Arteta stick around for a while. But man, those matches are huge for him, and I just don't see them getting back into this game at this point. There's no way Arsenal are scoring 3 goals and a half. I don't back that at all. Kane and Son are the best duo so far, says Mahmood, 100%. Deli20 is here, my guy. He says, let's go. Come on, you Spurs. I'm back, and we are winning 3-0. Deli, they're playing fantastic. Shout out to Tottenham. If you guys are just tuning in like Deli as well, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I appreciate everyone stopping by, showing love today, and yeah, it's been a good time here on the live stream, so make sure you guys stick around. I'm doing a more general Q&A during halftime, guys, so feel free to fire away questions, thoughts, comments, concerns, anything. Fire away in the chat. But yeah, Deli20. I want to get your thoughts on your guy Deli Ali, though. I want to get your thoughts on your guy Deli Ali. Obviously, your name's Deli20. What are your thoughts on Deli Ali? It's been crazy how far he has fallen, and we don't even see him featured for Spurs in the Premier League now. What are your thoughts? Do you think he's on his way back? And let me know in the chat. DeAndre's back. They gonna get 3-0, says DeAndre. Oh, Sifo is here. Sifo, we need your analysis. We need your thoughts. Arsenal's #1. We have another Arsenal fan in the building, Sifo. He says, Arteta needs to go. This is embarrassing to watch. Possession without effect. Complete impotence, says Sifo. Wow, those are big words from Sifo, folks. He's calling for Arteta to have to go. Mental. You know what, Sifo? Let me try and broker a deal. All right? I think there's no way, though. I understand the frustration. I mean, it's not been a good display. It's been a bad display from Arsenal so far. I understand your frustration. I would say this. Realistically, as much as you Arsenal fans came into today thinking you're going to win the match, let's be real. Tottenham are in the best form in the Premier League. They're in the best form in the Premier League. Here's what I would say, all right? The next 3 matches, you play Burnley, Southampton, and Everton. In my opinion, those should be the defining matches. Depending on the results against Burnley, Southampton, and Everton, that should be like, if they don't perform against Burnley, Southampton, and Everton, I think you've got to move on. You've got to figure out something, because if you can't even deal with teams that are considered, Southampton and Everton are good, but they're not elite. Burnley is the bottom of the table. And these aren't going to be easy matches for Arsenal. Let's be real. These are not going to be easy matches with a team that confidence is so shattered the way it is. Sifo, what are your thoughts on the Arsenal players? Anyone that you've seen play well today? And what are your thoughts? I want to get your thoughts on Aubameyang and Lacazette. What substitutions would you have made? I have so many questions for you, Sifo. Stick around and just vent to me. Let me know your thoughts and concerns. I'm very curious to see. Yusuf says, man, what is Partey doing in a team such world-class player? He went from playing with João Felix to Bellerin. Wow, I don't think Bellerin's that bad, but I do know what you mean. Yusuf, Partey came in as the man that would be the difference maker at Arsenal. And he's done a decent job. But it's just for me, there's no one going forward. He can't create the entire attack. He's a disruptor in the midfield. He wins the ball and he can contribute in the attack, but he's not a creative player. He's not a creative type. And for me, right now with Arsenal, the prime issue that they're having is going forward. They're not able to create enough chances. It's clear. No shots on target in the first half. You can't win the game if you can't get the ball on target. That's factual. That is factual. So that's the big problem for me, in my opinion, is that Arsenal right now are a team going forward that have no confidence, and Aubameyang's been poor, Lacazette's been even worse, and Willian's been shocking as well. I just don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what options you really have either. Like, if I'm Arteta right now, here's what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to probably bring on... I think the thing about Arteta, though, is the players do believe in him, or maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. We'll see how they respond in the second half. But I'm looking to bring on Nketiah for Lacazette. I am, 100%. I'm looking to bring on Maitland-Niles for Willian. And I'm looking to bring on, Nketiah and Maitland-Niles and Ceballos are the substitutions I'm looking to make. Mourinho needs to get through him. Dele, as you know, isn't the most consistent player, but with enough training and concentration, he can become a starter for Spurs again. Yeah, I agree with you, Dele 20. I think those are good points there, mate, and I agree with you 100%. And you've seen that in the All or Nothing documentary, which I started watching, so I think that's a great point. Let's see what people are saying. Sifo says, this Tottenham defense is there for the taking. We have no penetrative power, no passing lanes open, no creativity. Nah, mate, no Arsenal player looked good for the first 45. Looks like they've all just woken up with a hangover. Yeah, Sifo, I would tend to agree. Not a single Arsenal player has really impressed very much. I'd say Kieran Tierney's not bad. I'd say he's not been bad, but maybe I'm a little biased to him. But I agree. I think Arsenal need to figure out something a little different. They've got to change it up here. They've got to try and play, like, actually go at them and try a little play a little more expansive, a little more open. But, man, it's just the issue is, right, with Arsenal is what we see is this. Arsenal have been, for the most part, solid defensively this year, but then they've been poor going forward. Well, why is that? Well, that's because they're just sitting behind the ball and they're not really being creative. They're not really taking many risks. So they struggle attacking. Okay, then they're like, all right, we need to fix this. Let's go forward a little more. Then they bomb forward, and they're terrible in defensive transition. And then the defense gets exposed for how bad it just was under Emery. So they haven't really solved the problem. They've just sat in a little more, been better defensively, but then can't score. And if they try and change it back, it'll be the same issue of the defense is struggling, and then, yes, they may be scoring more, but they're getting countered in transition a bunch. So it just feels like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like Arsenal have made that much progress recently, and it felt like that. You know, I had Arsenal fans telling me that in the next 5 years, under Arteta, they would win the Premier League and the Champions League. I had Arsenal fans telling me that. That's all I have to say. But yeah. Anyways, let's see what other people are saying in the chat. I think this is a really interesting conversation here. The match, I think, is about to get back underway shortly. So I'll make sure to pull that up and for the second half. Let's see what other people are saying. Arsenal do have a creative player, a certain German player. I want to see what other people are saying in the chat. Let's see what they're saying. Ozil, bring back Ozil, says Yusuf. I'm curious as to your guys' thoughts on Ozil. I think the talking point about Ozil, though, that's very interesting is the talking point about Ozil that's very interesting for me is like, is it a cultural thing in terms of the team culture? Does he not give what Arteta wants in terms of the pressing and whatnot? I do agree. I think they should give Ozil the opportunity. I think it was stupid to freeze him out the side completely. I think you need to ease him back in. It's just that maybe, you know, if your best player is not taking training seriously, if he's not doing what you want in terms of the pressing, and then you reward that behavior, then it just becomes a problematic thing within the side. But at the same time, you need a player who can create the chances in the final third the way Ozil does. So it's a double-edged sword, and it's hard. You know, when Arsenal are doing well and they don't have Ozil in, he gets complimented for making a good team culture. And then when Ozil's not in and Arsenal are playing poorly, then he gets slated for no creativity, for freezing Ozil out. So it's a difficult situation. Let's see what Sifo's saying. Guys, the second half has started. We're 46 minutes in. Sifo says, and it's not like Tottenham are playing well. They just take their chances when they've had them. Yeah. Spurs guys are so good at that. They're a team that will punish you. They will punish you if you give them the opportunity to, because Kane and Son are so clinical. Let's see what other people are saying. Yeah, it is. Now I know what it feels like. that Manchester United felt like playing against this clinical Tottenham team. Yeah, because every time you make a mistake, Spurs are all over you and they punish. And Sifo, let's be real here. There's a free kick for Arsenal guys on the right-hand side. I'll get back to my point in just a second. I want to commentate this. Standing over the ball, Willian and Bukayo Saka there. They're going to look to deliver into the area. Arsenal, though, aren't necessarily great on set pieces, so I don't expect them to necessarily getting anything from this. I expect it to be Willian delivering here. Let's see. Maybe it's going to be Saka. Saka delivery into the box. Ooh, good little flick header by Lacazette, but it goes right into the arms of Lloris. I would say this much, Sifo. I would say, you know, for me, part of the issue with Tottenham is people aren't taking them seriously right now, and I think it's fair to say, Sifo, I want to know if you agree with this. I think it's fair to say that Tottenham are real title contenders, and if that you do not consider them to be so, that is being silly. Tottenham has shown it this season for me that they are real title contenders over this first 11 games. I mean, at what point are we not going to give them the respect they deserve? Antoine says, hi, bro, how much money do you want to turn off your stream? You know what, mate? I don't make any money from this anyway, so I'm not really bothered. I'm going to stream, and if you want to leave, feel free to. I'm not really bothered. Handball there by Harry Kane. Kane playing it across the back. I've been doing this for 2 years, mate. I don't need the money. I do it for fun. So, anyways, have a good one, bro. Josh says, let's see what people are saying. Yes. Well, I'm reading through the chat. Lingard is greater than Willian. Lookman greater than Lacazette. McBurney greater than Aubameyang. I mean, I get it. He's just taking the piss. But Lingard himself isn't greater than Lingard. Yep, Tottenham and Chelsea. I would say Liverpool as well, man. Do not sleep on Liverpool, guys. Please, do not sleep on them. They're such a good side. Once they get a couple more players back from the injury, I think they'll be fine as well. But yeah. Anyways, back to it. Here is Xhaka on the ball. Xhaka looking to play it out wide to Tierney. Tierney playing it forward. Good ball by Tierney. Oh, just headed over the ball by Aubameyang. Guys, Tierney for me has been the best player for Arsenal today for sure. He's actually driving forward, actually getting in behind. The way he's I don't know. He's good. He's very, very good, Kieran Tierney, and I want to see him playing in these more advanced positions. This is, you know, when Arteta's played him as a third center back, we don't get to see this side of Kieran Tierney's game, and this is why I believe he can be one of the best fullbacks in the Premier League, is because going forward, he is fantastic, and we just haven't seen it at Arsenal because of the role he has played. Man, I'm going to sneeze again. Excuse me. Man, I may have to get a tissue, blow my nose quickly. Moving the ball here are Arsenal's Bukayo Saka on the ball. Plays it inside to Granit. Excuse me. Ooh, man. Plays it inside to Granit Xhaka. Xhaka now playing it over to, who is that for Arsenal? I believe that's Ceballos. Into the feet of Kieran Tierney. Tierney looking to just play simple here. Arsenal moving the ball, but can they create the real chances from it? They created one so far. The ball in from Tierney, but they're going to need more. All of Arsenal's chances come from crosses this year because that's the only way they can really do it. I want to see what Ty has to say after the game. Makes us a banter club single-handedly. Man, Arsenal fan TV, dude. It's just, I don't know. Ball played to Bellerin. Low cross in. Opportunity. Oh, Lacazette couldn't quite get on the end of it. Arsenal, though, looking better now. Arsenal are starting to play a little bit better, guys. Guys, if you're enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Tottenham on the counterattack again. Here comes Tottenham. Sissoko. Lost the ball in. Brought down by Ceballos. And it's going to be an Arsenal. Mourinho there. Mourinho there laughing at the assistant. Mourinho's loving it right now. Mourinho is loving it. On the ball here is Bellerin. Bellerin. Looking to play it out wide to Willian. Willian. I just think the thing with Arsenal fan TV, man, is it's so divisive. I get that it's getting the opinions of these Arsenal fans, but I would say, yeah, they're Arsenal fans, but they're also people that are making a lot of money off of it, and they you know, if they don't give divisive reactions, that's less viewers. What's less viewers? Less viewers is less money. It's less notoriety. It's less fame. So it just becomes a bit divisive, a bit, I don't know, sometimes I feel like it's overreactionary, and I think that overreactionary nature makes it a club that has been, you know, somewhat hard for managers, for players, because it's at times can get toxic. It can get a little toxic, and that's the same with just football fan accounts everywhere. I'm not saying I'm not just singling out Arsenal Fan TV here. I think it's the same with United Stand. I think it's the same with a lot of these football fan channels that are so bent on money, that are so bent on a reaction that sometimes it becomes very divisive. And I do my best to try and remain as realistic with you guys as possible. Of course, everyone does when they're on camera turn it up just a little bit, but I don't want to just make stuff up. You get me? Let's see what people are saying. Josh says, can McDonald's hire Mourinho as the best McDonald's cashier? Very funny, Josh. Sivo says, I swear our defense soils our pants every time Tottenham counters. We look like headless chickens tracking back with no structure. Yeah, man, it's just it's a weird one. It's very, very weird one so far. Sifo, they're just not good in defensive transition. I think it's easy to look good in a low block. Any team can look good defensively in a low block for 90 minutes. But it's like, if you want to actually play, if you want to actually get involved in the attack, not just counter, then you're going to have to leave your defense exposed. And a real defense knows how to be exposed at times, but how to mitigate the damage and then get it back into good shape. And Arsenal and Man United are two teams that have shown they don't know how to do that. Yusuf saying, bring back Ozil. What are your thoughts on Ozil right now, Sifo? I want to get your thoughts on that as well. In terms of Tierney is one of the best offensive fullbacks. Wan-Bissaka is one of the best defensive fullbacks. Yeah, I would agree. I think Wan-Bissaka is one of the best fullbacks in the Premier League this year. I think Trent obviously is still the best, but I think Wan-Bissaka's up there for me, man. He's been really, really good. Really, really good, especially defensively for United. Man, hey, Sifo, it is funny. It is funny how the tables turn, though, my guy. It is funny how the tables turn. A couple weeks ago, everyone was bashing United, or a couple weeks ago, at the start of the season, bashing United. Oh, Ole this, Ole's going to be out, Ole this. Who thought that Arteta would be sacked before Ole? That's my question. Who thought that? And also, United were only 2 points off the top of the table compared to Arsenal, who are now quite a ways off. And Arsenal fans were saying at the beginning of the year, mugging off United for our poor start. So, Ozil can stay home and play Fortnite while we're getting thrashed week in and week out, says Sifo. Player down for Arsenal. Looks like Bukayo Saka is down there. Referee bringing the ball back. Guys, I'm going to grab a tissue really quickly just to blow my nose, and I'll be right back. Just give me a second. Don't even try pranking me. I'm not going to fall for it. Ooh. All right, lads, I am back. Here we go. 54 minutes in, 2-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. Here we go. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Substitution. Oh, no substitution, excuse me. But here is Willian looking to deliver. Corner kick for Arsenal. Ball. Whipped in by Willian. Punched away by Lloris. Bad clearance by Bergwijn, but Højbjerg cleans it up. Højbjerg, guys, has been really, really good. Who do you think your man of the match is so far? I'd probably go Son, just because the goal and the assist, he's been fantastic. Let's what other people see what other people are saying. Tierney is so good than Alphonso Davies. No, I would not say Tierney is better than Alphonso Davies. I would disagree there. Tierney's good, but Alphonso Davies is different gravy, man. He's special. He's once in a generation type, I think, in my opinion. Guys, if you're enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream. We're 1 away from 20. I appreciate the support. And yeah, so far, 2-0 to Tottenham, 55 minutes into the match. Let's see what others are saying. I read that already. Manchester United still finishing mid-table this season, though. Also, I don't see you getting the points against Leipzig, so Europa League for Ole once again. Really, United are still going to get mid-table. All I'm saying is we're 2 points out the top. 2 points out the top. And we've been playing fantastic recently. Well, okay, fantastic is a bit strong. I think we've been playing good recently. We've had some really good wins. There's clearly quality there. Bruno, if anyone doubts Bruno's much more than a penalty merchant. Anyone who says Bruno's just a penalty merchant doesn't watch the games, and Rashford's fantastic too right now. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be finishing mid-table because that would mean we'll be finishing near you guys. And that's just not going to happen, my boy. That's not going to happen, Sifo. But where do you think, Sifo, realistically, right now, where do you think Arsenal will finish in the table? As of right now, where do you think they will finish in the table? I'm very curious. Let's see what other people are saying. Bo Feekins bashing United, saying that we saying that we sit in 15th. Sifo, watch United beat Leipzig. And guys, we will be live streaming the United Leipzig game on the second channel, my Man United channel. So make sure you're there for that. It's going to be a fun one on Tuesday. So yeah, expect that one to be good. Here we go. 2-0 Tottenham, 56 minutes in. Lloris is going to take the goal kick here. Jose would have not gone to Spurs if it wasn't for the work that Poch did, says Yusuf. Yeah, no, Pochettino, guys, is a fantastic manager. I'd love them to have him at United. I don't, it would be cool to see him at Arsenal, but yeah, I don't think he'd do it. I think he's too loyal to Spurs. At the same time, though, Spurs kind of did, they treated it like his sacking was a bit, he didn't deserve to be sacked like that. Let's just put it that way. He didn't deserve to be sacked like that, and, maybe he wants a bit of revenge. Can we see Pochettino at Arsenal? Sifo, what do you think? Sifo doesn't think that Tottenham will win a single trophy this season. Wow. Deli20 says, I honestly think we could win the league and the Europa League as long as Real don't lose on the final match day of the Champions League, says Deli20. Good point there, Deli20. That's very interesting. Corner kick here, guys. I don't know. That's difficult, Deli20, but maybe I don't know. We've got to see how the season progresses. I don't think anyone can predict the Premier League right now. I don't think anyone really knows how it's going to turn out. Same with the Europa League as well, but I wouldn't put it past Mourinho to win the Europa League, I wouldn't put it past Mourinho to win a Europa League. But the Premier League, man, is just so up in the air. I think it's too hard to predict right now, really, who would win. Son cutting inside. Gives it away, though. Xhaka to Leno. Leno clears his lines. I've seen, let's see what other people are saying. With how we're playing right now, you'll finish mid-table and we'll get relegated, says Sifo. Oh, man. Could you imagine, dude, if Arsenal got relegated? There's no way, though. Realistically, the bottom four are so bad. Everyone besides the bottom four are fantastic this year, but the bottom four are really, really poor. So there's no way Arsenal would actually get relegated, but it's not a good start. And you know what? If they finish what? Below mid-table, can you imagine if Arsenal finished below 10th? I could see that there being a world where that happens. I mean, if we're looking through the table right now, Tottenham, yeah, above them. Chelsea above Arsenal. Leicester above Arsenal. Liverpool above Arsenal. United above Arsenal. City above Arsenal. Those teams are all much, much better than Arsenal. I think they could definitely easily finish above them. West Ham, but Southampton, Everton, Wolves. I mean, we're talking Arsenal for me. I could see them finishing 12th, maybe 10th to 12th. I think that's realistic. Headed away by Spurs. Spurs doing well here to push it on. Jose is a Europa League merchant, so you never know. Yeah, seriously. He won one with United. He's very good in the Europa League, and there's always the possibility. Guys, I want to see more of Gareth Bale, though. Gareth Bale is just on the bench just for fun with Tottenham. He did score a pen. He played in the Europa League, so he's going to get eased into it. But yeah. Mahmoud says the podcast is really good, man. When Bo bashing United and you telling him that I'm not having it, that makes me laugh, says Mahmoud. Yeah, guys, if you want to check out the podcast, the link is in the description. Make sure to check it out. All right, delivery here. Back post. Holding, trying to head it across. Unable to do so. Heads it back to Bellerin now. Bellerin trying to go around Oyer. Unsuccessful. He gives it away there, sillily. And Tottenham win it back. Son can't beat, I believe, Xhaka, but it's going to pop out. Takes a deflection out for a Tottenham throw on the left-hand side of the pitch. So far, guys, this game has been... It's been pretty much all Tottenham. If we're being real here, it's been all Tottenham. Arsenal have had a nightmare of a match. And once again, I think we'll just see the Arteta outs. We'll see that just continue to expand. I think people are very critical, and yes, there's some fair criticism of Arteta. I think at the same time, though, there's also some unfair criticisms of Arteta as well in terms of, this Arsenal squad really just isn't that great. there's not that many, like there's talent there, but they're not performing. And I think, at what point is it on the players? I'm just curious, do you guys think the players back Arteta? Like, do you think the players rate Arteta or not? That's kind of my biggest question is do these players actually back Arteta, or are they just not really that bothered? It doesn't seem, if they don't play for Arteta, who are these players going to be playing for is my question. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they don't back Arteta, who are these players going to be playing for? LMFO, to be honest, if we had Bruno on the bench, I wouldn't be stretching 2 goals down, says Sifo. Sifo, seriously, Bruno is the player that Arsenal need. Bruno is the player that Arsenal need right now. Like, if you guys could play the 4-2-3-1 with Bruno as your attacking midfielder, holy, Arsenal would probably be like what United is. But instead, you don't have any attacking player who can break the low block, and it's just like everything comes from out wide on a cross. Like, that's just how it seems with Arsenal. Everything comes out wide, everything's a delivery into the box, and there's nothing coming through the middle, and that's where their players are best. Like, Aubameyang's not a player that's going to score a lot off crosses. Neither is Lacazette. Good ball by Tierney. Tierney's really getting involved. I like the way Tierney's playing right now. Højbjerg, again, disrupting, winning the ball off Arsenal. He's been so good today. Bro, we'd be better if we had a center attacking midfielder from the championship, said Sifo. It's just weird to me why Arteta won't try the 4-2-3-1 again. Like, I think it could work if you play Ceballos, Xhaka, and Partey, but he's not even going to try it, it seems like. It's not even looking like he will try it. Højbjerg has been such a good signing for Spurs. Yeah, Yusuf. And he wasn't that expensive either, Højbjerg. What was he? Like, I don't remember the exact figures, but wasn't it around like 25 million? Maybe a little more. Maybe I'm wrong, but I know there was a swap there. I think Kyle Walker-Peters went back to Southampton or something like that. But nonetheless, I think a fantastic, fantastic signing for them. On the ball here is Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel Magalhaes looking to launch it forward. Headed away by the Spurs defense. Spurs defensively this year, guys, have been very good. Yeah, I don't know, man. The Spurs side could win the league this year. They very well could. You've got to look at them as serious league contenders. I think for me, the top contenders, you have Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool, City is probably how I'd go. But I think Liverpool, guys, don't underestimate them. Like, you're going to be silly. You're going to look silly because they're so good. They're buttoned up and they're hungry right now, this Liverpool team. Despite all the injuries, they are hungry. I think this year, though, will come down to, I think it'll come down to injuries. Like, which team can stay healthy. And so far, Tottenham have stayed healthy. But it's like, if Kane and Son pick up injuries, then their whole season's screwed, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So, what's fun about parking the bus and only going for counterattacks? You can say that, but, you know, what is fun about it is winning, right? You can say that, but what's fun about it is winning. I mean, I don't think people, if you win the league, do you care? Right? Do you care? I mean, that would be my argument on it. It's fun to win, so you get me. Anyways, oh, I see what you're responding to, Sifa. You're responding to Mahmoud's comment. Mourinho is such a fun coach. Yeah, he's not particularly fun to watch, but it's like, hey, if it wins, the fans will be happy, and the players will be happy, and everyone around the club will be happy. So, at the end of the day, if it works, it works. Ball played forward now. Or you're out wide. Looking to go at Bukayo Saka, but he plays it back. Playing it over to Alderweireld. 65 minutes in, 2-0 to Tottenham, guys. Nothing's really changing much here. Arsenal are just not, like, you've got to go for it, man, is my thing. Like, you really have to go for it. But they're not. It doesn't look like they are. All right, here we go. Driving forward is Aurier. Playing in behind, Bergwijn. Trying to get around Tierney. Tierney does very well there to play it back to Bernd Leno. Leno. Playing into checking Ceballos, who plays it forward now to Xhaka. Granit Xhaka. What are your thoughts on Xhaka, Sifo? I'm curious. What do you think of Xhaka? How good do you think he is? Driving forward there, Lacazette. Lacazette here. Dispossessed. Gets absolutely knocked to the ground by Sissoko. I don't know if there was much in that. I think Lacazette kind of dove there a bit. But yeah. Guys, Tottenham's win would put them on top of the table, clear by 2 points over Chelsea. And yeah, the United have a hard match next week against City. That's going to be a fun one. We need a goal in the next 5 minutes. Yeah, I agree. Mahmood, should I shoot Arteta a text? Arteta clearly doesn't respond to my text. You get me? Arteta's not responding to my text because it's still 2-0 down. He hasn't really made many substitutions, so that's all I'd have to say. Anyways, here we go. Delivery. Willian. Headed away. Second ball. Aubameyang. It's going to go out for a goal kick here for Tottenham. Xhaka is decent, but that's the problem. We have too many decent players. Says, yeah, it is kind of crazy how just like bang average this team is. Whoa, my screen froze here. Are we good? Why is it not working? I'm buffering. Okay, here we go. We're back. Yeah, no, I think you make a good point there, Sifo. Is this Arsenal team is bang average. It really is bang average right now. And I mean, it just shows, man. Aubameyang though, it's just like that's like crazy to me how far he's fallen this year. Like he's been terrible this year. And he's like without his goal scoring production, you don't really score. Ooh, good header by Lacazette, nearly pushed that one past Lloris, but unsuccessful and getting it past. Good save by Lloris, and it goes out for an Arsenal corner kick there. Arsenal looking to threaten. But yeah, it's a good header there. That's a Rippo, my guy. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you stopping by. Rippo, make sure to smash the like button. So far, it is 2-0 to Tottenham. 67 minutes in. Corner kick here for Arsenal. Let's see if they can strike here. Delivery. Oh my goodness, they were all on the goal line, and he didn't even put it anywhere near the goal line. Silly there. Coming out is Leno to claim it, and he's gonna settle it. Antoine, what do we say about Arsenal? What do we say about Arsenal? Says Antoine. So Antoine taking the piss out of Arsenal there. Mahmood says Saka or Mason Greenwood. I'd go Greenwood, but I think I'm a little biased because I'm a United supporter. I'd go Greenwood, but I mean, both of them are great. I just appreciate Foden, Greenwood, Saka. They're all fantastic players. I really rate them all. Sivo says, without Bruno, Greenwood would still be in the reserves. You know that's not true, Sivo. You know that's not true. I mean, the goal he scored last night, realistically, bro, it's excuse me, how do I, Antoine? Is that correct? Bro, it's Antone. Antone? I don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry, mate. Antoun. Antone and I don't. My apologies, mate. I apologize for mispronunciation. I'll try and get it correct. If you could send it if you could send it in a way that I don't know, I could sound out. Maybe that would help. My apologies, though. I'll do my best to fix that. Let's see what other people are saying in the chat here. Without Bruno, Greenwood would still be in the reserves. Nah, mate. That's just not true. I think it's just 100%. He says, Sifo, nah. You're just you're just salty, I think, honestly. I mean, let's talk about his goal scoring. Like, at his age, the amount of goals he scored is unreal. And, I mean, you can say that all you want, but you know it's not true. And right now, this year, I mean, Greenwood hasn't had a good year, but he's been better than what? He's been better than Lacazette and Aubameyang this year, so let's be real. Let's be real. Anton. Okay. Anton, is that correct? Anton? Substitution being made for Tottenham shortly. Ben Davies will be introduced here. And yeah, guys, 70 minutes in, 2-0. Rippo, what are your thoughts on the match so far, mate, if you're still here? What are your thoughts on Arsenal? And Rippo, what team do you support again? Which team are you supporting, says Anton. Anton, I support neither team. I'm a Manchester United supporter. I'm just here today to do a commentary of the match, do a brief analysis, and yeah, hang out with you guys, chat about the match, chat about football. After the match, guys, I'll do a little Q&A as well. We have roughly 20 minutes of football left, so don't go anywhere. Let's see if Arsenal can get themselves back into this one. So far, 2-0 Tottenham, 70 minutes in. Goals from Son and Kane so far. Bukayo Saka has a bloody nose there. He's really bleeding out his nose. Hopefully they can take care of that and he can continue on. Sifo says, bro, you have to admit Greenwood's decision-making when he's outside of the box is way below average. I don't know. I wouldn't say way below average. I'd say it's pretty average. I think he's good. He can drive forward as well. Holden getting into it with Lo Celso there, trying to get him off the field. I mean, realistically, did you see the goal he scored yesterday, Sifo? If you say You know, that the delivery was from Telles, the finish was from Greenwood. So let's be clear, that was brilliant. What a finish that was. What a finish that was. So if you want to, I mean, you can slate him all you want, but his statistics, his performances speak for themselves. And I mean, you can try and discredit him and take away credibility from Greenwood. But at the end of the day, his performances and statistics speak for themselves, and that's all I have to say. I mean, realistically, you can, like, people can slate Greenwood, they can slate these young players, but their performances, like, it would be unfair if people took credibility against Saka, and that would be totally unfair. But I'm not gonna do that because he's a great player. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. Greenwood has been fantastic for Manchester United. And he's only we can be critical of him, but this lad's 19, 20 years old, 19, 20 years old, and he's doing this for United. It's insane. The goal he scored was beautiful, and I think now, he's had a tough season. A lot of due to, Greenwood has been absolutely killed by the press in 2021 Premier League season. He's been killed by the press. Majority of it absolutely unfairly, disgustingly, in my opinion, absolutely disgustingly. And I think his confidence took a hit, and I think now that he scored, he's playing better. Some of that has blown over. I think we will see him return to his best once again. So yeah, let's see what other people are saying. Rippo says, "Do you think winning the FA Cup and Community Shield was a major effect in Arteta's downfall?" No, I don't think so. And here's why. I think that was great. I think that was great for Arteta. I think it made Arsenal fans trust him more. I think it made him back him more. It also did set the bar high, so there's a point to be made there, Rippo. But if I said overall, do I think the FA Cup and Community Shield was a major effect in Arteta's downfall? I would say no. What I would say it is to be honest with you, I think there's tactical flaws within the team, and it's just like overall this Arsenal team is not as good as people think. Like, the players are pretty average if we look through the side, especially when Aubameyang and Lacazette aren't firing, and they haven't been. But no, I would definitely say I don't think that it was Arteta's downfall. No, I'm not denying that very few players in the world that are more clinical in the box, but Premier League football demands forwards to be good on and off the ball. All right, well, we'll have to see, Sifo. We'll have to see. I mean, he's very young. It's hard to really say what he will turn into at this point, but, I mean, I think we have differing opinions, so we can just decide to agree to disagree. Josh says, well, this is boring. I'm heading out. Aiden, see ya. Have a good one, Josh. I appreciate you stopping by. And, yeah, Greenwood's first touch was brilliant, and second was insane. Yeah, he really was. And beautiful goal from him. I mean, it's just the control, the ability, his left foot, his right foot. He's fantastic. He's a great player, and I can't wait to see what he's going to achieve at United. Driving forward there, Bukayo Saka, playing it to Tierney. Tierney cuts it back and slips. Going forward now is Aurier. Plays Son. Wow, Xhaka just clatters into the back of Son there. There's got to be a yellow card given for that. Reckless tackle. Yellow card given to Xhaka. 74 minutes in, 2-0 to Tottenham. Just, it's silly there from Xhaka. It's not necessary. It's just dumb. Everything about it is just stupid. I mean, you've got them pinned in there. Now you're going to give them the foul. Now they're going to get to switch it. AFTV, it's going to be fun, says Yusuf. Yeah, it is. It's going to be it's going to be hilarious. It actually is going to be hilarious. And I mean, I bet if I go on, in a bit, guys, after the match, I'm going to go on Twitter. I'm just going to look up the match and see what these Arsenal fans are saying. I'm very curious to see. But yeah. Eddie Nketiah is coming on now for Bellerin. Interesting choice there. I mean, they're going to have to get more attacking players on so they can try and get a goal. But realistically, I think, for me, after Spurs went 2-0 up, this game was over. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but... Okay, guys, very interesting. I'm on Twitter right now. Aubameyang is trending. Let's see what these Arsenal fans are saying. Alright, let's see what people are saying. What's wrong with Aubameyang? Aubameyang makes the wrong run. Bellerin can't find him. Aubameyang takes an age to challenge for the ball. Xhaka overcommits. Partey absent. Promising attack gone. And we concede the on counter before halftime. Awful all over the pitch. No bravery. No creativity. No quality. What now, Mikel? Says one of these Arsenal fans here. So, I mean, Aubameyang's getting a lot of hate because he did sign that big contract now, and Arsenal fans are saying, he's not living up to it. Like, what's going on here? So yeah, I feel bad for Aubameyang because I think being a striker is all about confidence, and already he's got low confidence. Plus, just getting absolutely smashed and slated by Arsenal fans is not going to help that. So I mean, I don't know. He's a really good player, and he was so good for Arsenal for such a long time. And it's just weird how the coincide. I think it's just a coincidence that when he signed the contract, his form has gone down. I think there's just a lot of pressure on him too, man. There's a lot of pressure on Aubameyang. Winning the ball there is Willie on. But I mean, that's part of being a footballer, so you can't really excuse it. Anyone who doesn't realize that the only reason we're 14th is because we're honoring Henry's 14th year since he left the first time needs to seek help. Same reason Ubba isn't scoring. Respects to the king. Very funny. Arsenal fans are quite funny. Handled Ozil terribly. Handled Guendouzi terribly. Got Ubba looking like Freddie Kunata. Who doesn't care if he gets sacked. How long will we stop the suffering? So Arsenal fans are calling for Arteta's head, man. And you know what? Where do you go? Where do you go? If you sack Arteta, where do you go? This man has a vision. You know what I mean? Like, where do you go if you decide to sack Arteta? I think at this point it's not the manager. At this point it's really not the manager. It's the players, and I just don't know what you expect really. Like, what, you think you just bring in a new manager and it just changes? No, absolutely not. Arsenal will continue to struggle until they address the tactical and personnel issues that they have on this team. And that's the truth of the matter. How's the game gone since the start of the second half, Ollie? Ollie, it's been all Spurs again. I mean, if we're looking at it, realistically, Sivo, you think? Okay, you say you go to Pochettino. I think that's a good shout. You think Pochettino wants to go to Arsenal though? A, he's former Spurs manager. B, that's like a career. Like, ask Arteta right now. That's not a fun job to have, and it's a potential like career mistake to go to Arsenal. Because if you flop at Arsenal and you get killed by those fans, it's hard to come back from that. It is hard to go back from that. And you think Poch wants that job, especially after being at Spurs? He'll be hated by both the Spurs fans and by the end of his time at Arsenal, the Arsenal fans too. So it's like, do you think he wants that job? I don't know if he does, realistically. And if it's not Poch, where do you go? Where do you go? Who's building for the future like Arteta would? Who's building for the future? Arteta's probably got a 3-year, 5-year plan in mind. I think this thing too these days is the expectation for a manager to come in and just change life immediately is just a little ridiculous these days. A lot of these managers, the Sir Alex Fergusons of the world, the Wengers of the world, when they came in, it wasn't an instant change. They had 2 to 3 years to change stuff at the club. And nowadays, it's like, okay, if you're not competing for the title within your first season, you got to go. And I understand Arsenal have been exceptionally bad, but still, I want to say this though, Sifo, fun little stat. You like to hate on my man Ole. Well, A, Arteta would get sacked before Ole in this scenario, and Ole has been always slated off. And B, United have the most points in the Premier League since January. So, yeah, very interesting. Doesn't sound like much of. If Ole is a PE teacher and Arteta gets sacked before him and does worse, what does that make Arteta, Sifo? I don't think Arteta by any means is a PE teacher, a bad manager. I think he's a good manager, but he needs a little more time. Yusuf thinks that Poch wants the Madrid job, and I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up at Madrid. They can pay him. It's a big step up, and I don't know. It would be a great job. I think it would be a great career move for him. Foul by Lacazette there. He's going to be receiving a yellow card. Guys, if you're enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And yeah, I appreciate everyone tuning in so far. I would have to say this, looking at the statistics so far in the match, for Ollie, who tuned in and asking, how's the second half going? Arsenal throughout the match, Arsenal almost have 70% possession, but only 2 shots on target. So it's like, it's terrible for them going forward. Spurs only have 3 shots on target, but they have 2 goals because they're so clinical. Arsenal haven't even had a chance that I looked at, and I'm like, this is a dangerous team. Headed forward. Samantha, welcome. How are we doing? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you stopping by. So far, Samantha, we're watching Tottenham versus Arsenal. 2-0 to Tottenham. We're 81 minutes in. Tottenham just took a free kick there. The players were offside, so it's going to be a free kick there for Arsenal. Now they're just going to look to move the ball. Arsenal looking bad today, Samantha. Tottenham are all over them. Loss for United, but a good move for Poch, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree, Sifo. I agree. I think there's still a way that I think there's still definitely a way that Poch could end up at United. I think that's more likely than Poch going to Arsenal just because of the rivalry and whatnot. TBH, man, IDK, I just feel like we need to get rid of 80% of the team and start a rebuild. I don't care if we finish 14th for the next 4 seasons trying to rebuild. But that's the thing. Arteta is the man to rebuild. That is the man you want to lead your rebuild. So it's like going to another manager, in my opinion, for a rebuild would be stupid. You got the man for the rebuild. It's just, do Arsenal fans have the patience for a rebuild? And I don't think they do. I do not think Arsenal fans, majority of them, have the patience for a rebuild. That would be my 2 cents on it. When do you think Man United will win the title next? Is Ollie. Ollie, I don't know, mate. It's a hard one. I don't know if I would say this. I think we're such a talented team. I just don't know if we have the right manager to win a title. And I like Ole. I think he's done a good job at United. He's done a solid job. I just don't know if he can take us to that level of winning the Premier League again. He's done a good job. The players clearly like him. They clearly respect him, rate him. Can he help us take that next step? I don't know. I think, we got to give him more time, though. He's warranted more time. Yesterday, we were sitting 2 points off the top of the table. We were sitting 2 points off the top of the table. And on top of that, yes, that as well as the fact that if we make it to the round of 16 in the Champions League, I think how can you know what I mean? Like, how can you make the argument that you should sack Ole right now? I don't think it's fair to. And as I said, since January, United have the most points in the Premier League. Let's see what other people are saying in the chat, guys. If you're enjoying the live stream, Samantha and others, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream. I appreciate the support, everyone tuning in and whatnot. After the match, do not go anywhere. I'm going to be doing just like a little analysis, but then a live Q&A for spitballing for 30, 40 minutes, just hanging out with you guys, answering your questions and whatnot. I always enjoy that. Talking a lot about Arsenal and Tottenham, especially Arsenal right now, guys, because I think they really intrigue me. And kind of what's going wrong there, because I think Arsenal are a club that with a lot of promise. And a couple of years ago, we were top 4 every season. We're competing for the title certain years, but more recently have really struggled since the end of the Arsene Wenger era. And yes, I think the Wenger era did have to come to an end, but the way it ended, fans kind of look foolish now. Opportunity, shot, Aubameyang, left foot, block, cleared. And I think it's really, really, for me, it's like, the fans, it's like, be careful what you wish for sometimes. They were so happy to get rid of Wenger, so happy. We're sick of finishing the top 4 and all this. We want to finish higher. Well, be careful what you wish for, man. Be careful what you wish for. Bro, we haven't won a major trophy in like 20 years. Trust me, we had the patience. I don't think you do. Look on Twitter right now. Look on Twitter. It's going to be all Arteta out. There's... 90% Arteta out right now. If I look up Arteta on my Twitter feed, I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look up Arteta, and it's going to be all Arteta out. And that is the guy that you want to lead the rebuild, in my opinion. If you're going to another manager, you're looking to win now. It's not a rebuild. So, let's see what people are saying. I'm seeing a lot of Arteta out right now. I'm seeing a lot of people pissed off with Arteta. I'm just seeing... The people are also really mad that he pushed Partey. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Partey stepped off the field because he was injured, and then Arteta tried to push him back on to help in the counter-attack. What are your thoughts on that? I don't think it was necessarily like... I don't know. What do you guys think on that? AFTV, man, is going to be mental right now. Arsenal Twitter doesn't represent our fan base. Bunch of trolls. Fair play, Sifo. I respect you for saying that. And I think that's true. I think that is very true. So, you know what? I won't go to Twitter to look at what the Arsenal fan base is thinking. Good point. And yeah, I wouldn't want the same thing for United. I wouldn't want someone looking at I wouldn't want someone looking at Twitter to represent my fan base. So, good point, Sifo. My bad. All right, let's see what other people are saying. Chris is here. Welcome, Chris. Thank you for tuning in. My father has been supporting United even longer than I. Began in 1976. He thinks Giggs would be a better manager. I'm not so sure. I'd given almost anything up for Klopp for it. Now, dunno. So, Chris, you're talking about Giggs at United. I don't know. You know what? I don't want Giggs. I want someone that's not... I don't know how to put this. I don't think Giggs would be the man. I think Ole's all right for now. I think for now, keep Ole, keep going, see how it goes. See if this form continues. We have some tough matches coming up. I think Ole, for me, he's deserved to get through the end of this year. And here's how I would do. Here's what I would say, Chris. I would say Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you give him to the end of this year. If we finish above top 4 and we show promise and we actually are somewhat competitive for the title, like we're not that many points off. If we're under 10 points off of the title and we're in the top 4, I would say give Ole another year. And at the end of the season, we don't finish in the top 4 or we're quite far off the title, then I would say this. I would say you need to sack Ole and look somewhere else. If Pochettino's still available, that would be the man I'd be looking for. I think a curious one, if you could somehow bait Nagelsmann to come to United, I would love that as well. But yeah, it would be interesting. Giggs could be interesting too, but I just don't know. Where has Giggs been? What has Giggs been doing the last couple of years? I know he's been looking to do managing. Where has he been? What club is he managing at? I'm just curious, Chris, what you think. Ryan's Career Mode is here. Welcome, my guy. If you're tuning in just like Chris or Ryan's Career Mode, if you guys could smash the like button, that would be greatly appreciated. We're just we're a couple likes away from our goal of 30, so if you guys could do that, it'd be greatly appreciated. Shot for Arsenal. Can't finish. Lacazette calling for a little deflection there, not getting anything from it. Arsenal just not what it was the last few years. 100%, Sandro, 100%. I think Xabi Alonso will be a manager one day. Yeah, I think, there's a lot of good a lot of players out there that are very intelligent. The type, the midfielders that have quite the footballing brain that can become managers. And yeah, I think that could be a shout. Actually, Arsene Wenger wouldn't be a bad choice for manager. He's referring to at Man United. I don't know if he'd do. I don't think Wenger would do that. He's at a time and age and place in his career where I don't think he would want to go to United. I think, his legacy at Arsenal is so great, and that would just be kind of a little bit of a spit in the face of Arsenal fans. So no, I don't think he would do that. What about Wayne Rooney? Wayne Rooney's managing at Derby right now. Can we see Rooney? Can we see all Rooney return to not in the near future, but do you think Rooney could be a manager we see return? Guys, a manager who's really, really good. And I don't think he's going to go anywhere but Liverpool in the future would be Steven Gerrard. What he's doing at Rangers is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Here goes Spurs on the counterattack. Driving forward, Bergwijn looking to go around Gabriel Magalhaes. He's definitely been fouled there. Referee says no. Referee says he's gone down soft there. 88 minutes in, 2-0. Yeah, I'd love to see Rooney in the future, man. But we've got to see how he kicks on. Experience for me is everything. I think experience is everything. And yeah, I agree with you. Remember that Fergie had years of bad. I agree with you. Remember that Fergie had years of bad results. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Patience. Patience is actually key, man. Patience is actually key, I think. It's hard. It's very hard. The way football is these days with Twitter, with YouTube, with everything. It's so reactionary. It's very hard to remain patient. Because, when your club's bad, you're just getting memed online and you want something to change. And you want to be like, okay, it's all gonna be fixed. But that's not the way football works. Realistically, it's not the way it works. It takes time to build a team, and I think Arteta genuinely, he's shown promise. I think he just needs to be able to get some players in the door. That said, this defensive style is not gonna work long term, I think, for this Arsenal team. But yeah. Let's see what other people are saying in the chat. Ryan says, coming into the season, I have thought Arsenal had the potential to finish in the top 4 and be a difficult team to play against. Me as well. My top 4 going into the season were Liverpool 1, City 2, Chelsea 3, United 4. And I actually had Arsenal 5, Spurs 6. So, joke's on me. Joke's on me. I underrated Mourinho and Tottenham, and I looked like a fool for it. And I overrated Arsenal. I thought Arsenal really had potential. And I think I think everyone thought that. We'll love to see Rangers win it, says Ryan. Yeah. It's good, I know it's very controversial to talk about the old firm and all this and the rivalry and whatnot. But realistically for me, in my opinion, it's good for Scottish football if Rangers win it because it just makes it more competitive. It's going to make Celtic raise their level and whatnot. You get me? But yeah, Rooney as manager, Shrek. Just kidding, says Chris. Yeah. No, I don't think it would be. It would be something 10 years down the road if Rooney really proves himself at other clubs and whatnot. It would be interesting. Let's see what other people are saying. You see Vardy snapping the corner flag after scoring against his boyhood rival team. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was a great goal from Vardy, and I love his energy, and he's such a good player, man. Siva says, I'm going to head out, mate. Not going to let this feeble team ruin the rest of my weekend. Great stream, lad. Thank you, Sifo. I appreciate it, man. It's good to always get your input here, and I just love having the conversation and having you on the live stream. So I hope you have a good one, mate. And yeah, have a good rest of your weekend. Don't let it ruin your weekend. And yeah, there's bigger things in football. So have a good one, mate, and take it easy. Ryan says, I think you've got to be patient with managers, and if they're struggling, but I think it's different when you're in a relegation battle when you need something to change. Yeah. 100%. The thing is, Arsenal aren't really in a relegation battle right now. Like, I get, yeah, but realistically, we all know Arsenal will not get relegated this season. I mean, the bottom four is so bad, like, compared to the rest of the level. Oh, here comes Tottenham on the counterattack again. Good ball by Kane. Across. Looking like Lo Celso's trying to get on the end of it. Lacazette. Respect to Lacazette. You know what, guys? Respect to him for tracking back there. I mean, you got to give respect to that. He's run back a full 100 yards just to defend there, so fair play for that. It's hard for Arsenal to come back, unlike Man U, he says. Agree with Ryan's career. In the EPL, you need to play the long game. It takes time to adapt to current climate and predict future trends. I'd give Ole 1 to 2 more years. Yeah. Chris, here's what I would say. I think I said this already. Maybe you heard it or didn't. With regards to Ole, I'd give him till the rest of the season. And for me, it comes down to, all right, do United improve this year? Did they improve? Did we close the gap in terms of the top? Oh, collision of heads here. Oh, no. Hopefully, Kane's all right, man. We don't want to see concussions are terrible. And the concussion protocol for the Premier League is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Head injuries cannot be taken with the... Like, they're not treated with the severity that they are. Head injuries are terrible, man. And they've got to be... There should be a substitution so they can actually go in and properly evaluate the players in a quiet space where they can actually really evaluate them from a concussion. So... But yeah, with regards to United's managerial situation, I say Ole is warranted for me to finish this season. If we finish in the top 4, close the gap at the top, are looking like we could be competitive for the title next season, then he goes again. If we don't finish in the top 4 or we're 4th and it's just like the point spread is still massive, then I would say, okay, it's probably time to move on and see if we can get someone with a little more championship pedigree, with a little bit more future of winning, or a little more history of winning, or just a higher level of pedigree. But yeah, man, I can't be too critical of Ole right now. That is it, guys. Full time, 2-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. That is the end of the match, guys. I'm going to quickly go through. Do not go anywhere. We're going to do a live Q&A. I'm really enjoying the questions, the thoughts, the comments, and whatnot from you guys. But I'm going to quickly go through just a brief analysis of the match and through the table and through the stats. So, guys, the match ends 2-0 to Tottenham. For me, the way this match kind of went was Spurs, they did what they typically do. They let Arsenal dominate the ball. Arsenal had 70% possession. Arsenal, again, unable to break the low block, not enough creativity, not able to create really good chances apart from on crosses. And Spurs, they seen when Arsenal, they waited, looked for when Arsenal overcommitted, and then they went and countered, and they punished 3 shots on target for Spurs, and they buried 2 of those chances. So fair play to them. They were absolutely fantastic per usual. In the second half, they did what they do. They just kind of parked the bus in a little bit. And Spurs, guys, sit first position in the Premier League, 24 points. If I'm going through, let me go through quickly here. Let me go through quickly player ratings. Or let me just give the man of the match. I don't think we need to go through fully the player ratings. I see a lot of you in the chat want to just talk general football, so we'll do that. Man of the match for me, Heung-min Son with the goal and the assist today. Kane was brilliant as well. Mikel Arteta, guys, there's a lot of questions to answer. Arsenal currently sit 15th in the Premier League table, and man, they're in a spot of difficulty right now. So it is not gonna be easy for them. So anyways, guys, that is my thoughts on the match. Let's go into a more general Q&A right now. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Make sure you smash the like button. We're trying to hit 30 likes on the stream. I appreciate the support. And yeah, let's see what people are saying today, guys. My fantasy team's going to be doing good after that cheeky win from Son and Kane and the goals they scored. So I see Ryan said, I think if Sheffield United still haven't won it by the end of the new year, then they need to sack. I say, yes, he's a club legend, but if he can't keep them up, then he's got to go. I agree with you. Ryan's career mode, they haven't even won a game yet, which is crazy to say. But part of the issue, though, is personnel. Like, do you maybe try and give Wilder the winter transfer window and a bit of a budget to fix it? Because they need some attacking players. Right now, they have no one going forward. McBurney's been terrible. Ryan Brewster's been terrible. Fleck's been terrible. Like, they've been so bad going forward. Do you give him the winter transfer window? That's my question. Who do you think is getting relegated this season in the Prem? I think Burnley, Sheffield United, and Fulham. Let me take a look here at the table right now. I don't know if Burnley will get. I trust Sondijk to be able to keep them up, but they haven't been good. I would go Sheffield United, West Brom, and Fulham for me. I think Burnley will just eke it. I think they'll just stay up. I think they can win the games that they need to win to stay up. All right, let's see what other people are saying. Imagine Leipzig would now win 5-0, says Sandro. Yeah, rather like 4-0. Just kidding, says Sandro. Yeah, it's going to be a fun match, Sandro. I can't wait to watch it, and hopefully you guys will join me there. Chris, I know you're a United fan. I have a second channel, Fergie's United fan channel. That's where all my Man United content is now. So I do live streams for the United matches on there, and I also do United videos. So go check that out, Chris. Seriously, it's if you wanna join us to watch the United games over the next couple of weeks, that's the place to be. We're gonna be doing the Champions League match and also the Manchester Derby over there. So Chris says, Sandro, I'm not so sure. Apart from Spurs game, United still seem to be able to handle the tough games while fluffing the easy games. For me, Chris, what it comes down to with United is I genuinely do not know what to expect. Fans entering Anfield there. Good to see fans back, man, regardless of what club. It's good to see fans back in the stadium. And yeah, seriously though, with regards to United, I think it's just so inconsistent. I never know what 11 is going to start. I never know who's going to perform. The only people I know that will perform for sure are, genuinely, the only people that I will ever know perform are Bruno and Rashford. Other than that, I just don't know who's going to show up on the day. So it's hard to say, but I'm confident that United will get the win. Ryan's career mode says, I think West Brom and Sheffield United and Fulham are going down. Yeah, I agree with you there, Ryan's career mode. Yusuf says, Arteta has one hell of a job to do at Arsenal. Yeah, seriously, mate, seriously. And Arsenal Fan TV is going to be crazy. I agree with you on that, Yusuf. It's going to be mental. I'm curious to watch those reactions just to see what they have to say. I would be happy if Man U and Leipzig qualify and Paris go to Europa League. That would be fantastic, but realistically that's not going to happen because they play Istanbul and then United and Leipzig have to play head-to-head. If only United had taken care of business against PSG, man. If only. Yusuf says, Son and Kane saved your job today, 100%. Sandra says, will you do Champions League predictions if the in the start of the round of 16? We've got to see. To be honest with you, Sandra, I just got to see my schedule, man. It's busy with school sometimes, and I just want to make sure, if I'm putting out videos, I want them to be high quality. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do live streams for the predictions. That's a little easier for me, or maybe I'll just post them on Instagram or something. Maybe I'll try and do prediction video, but we'll see where we're at with it. Or yeah, you know what? It could very well happen. We'll see. Man of the match is Son, says Mahmood. Ryan's career mode says Burke isn't Premier League quality for Sheffield United. Mahmood says my man of the match is not Dad but Son. Chris says, not Burnley. I like them. Sandro says, do you think Man U player at the moment will win a Ballon d'Or? Man, I think you're trying to bait me here. It's hard. I like to think Bruno has the potential to, but that's a big ask, That is a big ask. What do you guys think, Chris and others, you United fans? Do you think Bruno Fernandes could win a Ballon d'Or? Do you think Rashford could win a Ballon d'Or? It's hard to say. Especially with some of the players, Messi, Ronaldo. I would say no, probably. Sandro, I don't want to. I love Bruno. He's fantastic, but that's a big, big ask, in my opinion. Holly says, if Tottenham win against Crystal Palace and then win against Wolves, they could actually win the Premier League. Yeah, seriously, guys, Tottenham are playing so well. I want to take a look at what their upcoming schedule looks like for Spurs to see where we're at in their season. Rashford's been really good though this year, guys. 3 goals, 5 assists in the Premier League, leading goal scorer in the Champions League. He's been fantastic, man. Looking at Tottenham, guys, their upcoming matches now. Tottenham Hotspur play Crystal Palace, then they play Liverpool. That's going to be a difficult one. And they play Crystal Palace on a Sunday and Liverpool on a Wednesday. So that's a big match. Tottenham then play Leicester, and then Wolves. So let's be clear here, guys. Tottenham, they have some hard matches coming up, and let's see what they can do and if they can stay healthy, because that's going to be key for them. That is going to be absolutely key for them. Harry Kane and Son. They're kind of injury prone. So key for Spurs to stay healthy today. Or in the future. And then they play Leeds. So there's not many easy games in the Premier League this year, guys. There's not many easy games. Guys, I'm going to go blow my nose real quick, and I'll be right back. My apologies again. Just got a bit of allergies right now. All right, lads, I am back. My apologies. And yeah, let's see what people are saying in the chat. Are you a bit scared that Bayern did not win against Leipzig, Sandro? Sandro said. I mean, there's a good point to that, Sandro. But I think the thing is though about it is that like that can happen in any match. You know, there's one-off matches. United could draw to Leipzig too. No, Bruno won't, nor Rashford. The voters only like winners teams. Unless your team wins big, it doesn't matter. If you have Jesus playing on your team, he won't be able to sniff Ballon d'Or. No, I'm not talking about this season, Chris. I'm talking about future years. Like if United get to a point where they are winning again, and really realistically, players like Bruno and Rashford are leading them to those wins. Could they win the Ballon d'Or in the future? I think is more the question. But yeah, I agree. This year, no way. I think for me, this year, who should have won the Ballon d'Or? Of course, there is no award. It's Lewandowski. He's been fantastic, and I do feel for him. But I think maybe he could go back and do it next year as well. We've got to wait and see. Let's see what other people are saying in the chat here. Any other questions, guys? Just do a general Q&A. I mean, if you guys want to sit around for 30 minutes and just chat, I'm down for it. Or if you guys are kind of done with it and want to call it a day, I'm good either way. But yeah, I'm going to pull up just some football news here. Oh, Bo's pissed, man. Bo's pissed. Guys, my friend is a big Arsenal fan, my friend Bo, and he's not having it right now. We have a group chat, and he typed in, Feekins has left the chat. Man, Arsenal are just not, it's a hard situation for them right now in terms of, you know, where do you go from Arteta is the question, and it does look like they need to change. Will United get Dembele in the winter? Didn't Dembele just pick up an injury? I think if he picked up an injury, I think it's very unlikely that they would go for him. Good night, bud. 2:30 a.m. here. And yes, I'm following your United channel too. Perfect, Chris. Good to hear. And hopefully we'll see you for some of the upcoming matches. I got some videos planned over there. So expect those to come out shortly as well. And yeah, have a good one, mate. Peace. All right, guys. I'm going to pull up some footballing news here. And let's see what we have to talk about. What good stuff we have to talk about here. Let me see. I'm gonna quickly send something to the Discord. Just say I'm doing a kind of a live Q&A. So feel free to come ask away. And yeah, just give me 1 second, lads. I'm gonna doing a live Q and A. All right, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, doing a live Q&A, and I'll send a link one more time. Perfect. Okay. So anyways, guys, back to it. Here we go. Let's see what people are saying in the chat right now. So if I'm pulling up top stories right now on ESPN FC, I want to take a look at what they're reporting recently. What do you guys think in terms of, yeah, Dembele did get another injury. That is bad news, man. I feel for the lad. Injuries are terrible, and it's never something you want to see people struggle with, because injuries are just it's unfortunate, man. It is unfortunate for Dembele. I think Barcelona right now, man. Barcelona are in a bad place. They're in a bad place. in terms of this, right? They have some talent, but at the end of the day, when Messi's gone, where does this Barcelona team really go? Where does it really go for me? And it's like, I just feel like, to be honest, and I look throughout most of the team, it's pretty, it seriously is a team that is rather subpar Barcelona, like for what they used to be. And I just don't see them anywhere. I don't see them winning a trophy again this year. And I see once Messi leaves, it could be a mess. Also, the Barcelona, I think the interim director of football or whoever it is has said, or the president has come out and said that he would have sold Messi in the summer. And that just makes it even more distasteful, and it just makes it more toxic around the club. Let's see what other people are saying in the chat here. Barca would not even be top 3 in Germany without Messi. Yeah, seriously, Sandro. I agree with that. You know what? I do agree with that. I think Messi is a saving grace, and once he's gone, like, what do you do? What do you do? Let's see what other people are saying. What team are you supporting, by the way? Sandro says, I really want Tottenham to win the league. Wow. I broke my secret. Wow, Sandro, I didn't know that. Ronald Koeman really left an up-and-coming Holland team to manage and a declining Barca team, though. Yeah, and I just don't think that Ronald Koeman will be successful there. Like, I think they're going to hire someone else, or I don't know how it's going to quite work out and how the elections will work out and everything, but I have to say this. Barcelona for me. Kahari, we're talking about Barcelona right now, and we'll get into Bo's Arsenal. If Bo hops on here, I'm down to go back into that Arsenal game, but we're talking a bit about Barcelona, and that's why I sent the link, Kahari. I wanted you to hear this. I think right now for me, the issue with Barcelona is if I go through their starting 11, other than Messi, it's rather subpar. JP Rios is here as well. My guy. But I think realistically, this Barcelona team, if you go through their 11, I would have to say this. It's pretty subpar. And Messi's 33. Even if Messi stays, let's give him 5 more years at Barcelona. 5 top-level years, which is a bit ambitious. Even with that, I don't see Barcelona winning much in that time period. Because it's like, yeah, there's going to be players like Fati, like, why am I forgetting his name? Like De Jong, that are going to develop and get better and improve. Overall, however, I would say this much. I don't think throughout the side I'm not impressed by the talent. I'm not that impressed by the talent at Barcelona. And I just don't think without Messi, I just feel like this Barcelona situation could get very messy very quickly. And maybe, you know what? Maybe this is an early take. Maybe Barcelona could end up in a situation one day like Arsenal. That's all I got to say. That's all I have to say on that. Let's see what other people are saying in the chat. Guys, if you're enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream. We're close to the goal. JP says, Fergie in a cage fight. Who would you put your money on, Traore or Goretzka? I'd probably go Traore. He's just a little more beefy than Goretzka. Goretzka's in good shape, but Traore, I feel like, is just a different level. Let's see what other people are saying. A. Judy says, how could Arsenal give Aubameyang a new contract and the coach refuse to play him? I haven't seen Aubameyang play for a long time now. I'm confused. I think A. Judy is taking the piss here. Aubameyang definitely has been playing. He has not been performing, but I'm pretty sure A. Judy's just taking the piss here. Let's see what other people are saying in the chat. F in the chats for Bo. Hey, yeah, guys, get F's in the chat for Bo, man. Get F's in the chat for Bo. You got a feel for the lad. Yeah, Bo is Bo Inside Arsenal? Yes, he is. He is the Inside Arsenal YouTube channel. Go check him out, man. He does really good stuff over there. One of the most promising things about Arsenal right now probably is his YouTube channel. So, anyways, high salaries, huge debt, and aging squad. Perfectly said. When we're talking about, just to be clear, we're talking about Barcelona there. Koeman is not helping Barcelona at all. Bang average manager. So let's not act like he's the victim. A manager of this quality should never deserve to manage Barcelona. Wow, strong words from Kahari. I think saying he doesn't deserve to manage Barcelona is a bit harsh, but I do agree he's not done a great job there. And he's not the key of being a manager at Barcelona, I think, is like you've got to be able to have a good relationship with Messi, and if you don't have that relationship, I don't think you can ever get the best out of the club. And I think we've seen it. Messi's not had like a fantastic season at Barca. Don't get me wrong, he's been very good, but like there's more to his game, and he clearly isn't happy, and that's why I think he'll leave. I do think he'll leave. I think he'll join Manchester City this summer, and then I think Ronaldo will come to United, and the Premier League will be fun to watch. 100%. It'll be so fun. All right, let's see what others are saying. Art says, Arteta sacked in the morning. Wow. Guys, what do you think? In the chat, I want to hear. In the chat, 1, if Arteta should be sacked. 2 if Arteta should not be sacked. In the chat right now, a 1 if he should be sacked, a 2 if he shouldn't be sacked. I'm going to put my answer 2 in the chat. I'm going with a 1. I do not believe Mikel Arteta should be sacked. But a lot of people do think so. So send that in the chat down below. And yeah, I'm curious to see. I'm going to keep going as you guys send those in. But yeah, I'm very curious to say. I'm stressing Kari out apparently. No, I say Messi has 2 years left world class. I would say this. I think it's a little. I think Messi is so good. Like what do we say is world class? What would we say is world class in my opinion? What would we say is world class? Because I would say I think Messi's got 4 years world class. I think 5 is a bit ambitious, but I think if we're talking top 10 to 15 players in the world, I think Messi could hit that level for the next 4 years easily. I think right now he's still the best player in the world. In my opinion, not this season, but overall is the best player in the world, no doubt, in my opinion. I am doing an AC Milan career mode on FIFA. I will use my genius to take Milan back to its best. You're going to have to do that with Barcelona pretty soon, too. Oh, sorry, Kari. My bad, Who is the player with the most potential in the Premier League? Great question, Ollie. I think, genuinely, mate, most potential, like if we're talking about a young player, I think you could say Phil Foden or Greenwood, I think, had the most potential. I think Greenwood's ceiling is immense. I think Foden's ceiling is immense. I'm a United fan, so I'm going to back Greenwood. Anyways, F for Bo. Yeah, guys, get the A. Also, once you send in your score, F's in the chat for Bo as well. F's in the chat for Bo. Let's see what other people are saying here in the chat. Pronier says, imagine if Arsenal had Alexander-Arnold instead of Bellerin today. Yeah, I think it would have helped, but they'd also need someone to head it into the back of the net, and they don't really have a player. Aubameyang isn't really good in the air. Lacazette isn't exceptionally good in the air. Who's going to be heading the ball home as well? I don't think Bellerin is as bad as people say. Like, I think he's decent. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's terrible, but that's kind of my thought. JP Rio says, everyone laughed at my Braithwaite jersey last season. Who's laughing now? Good point, JP. He's been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Kari says, oh, God, I got to go. Mahmoud, I don't know where Liz Mousset is for Sheffield United. I'm not sure right now. Yusuf says, then I'll manage Manchester United and win the Champions League and Premier League. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sandra says, do you think there is a better midfield trio than Goretzka, Kimmich, and Muller at the moment? Right now, no. I do not believe so. Because I think they're just so consistent. Like Goretzka and Kimmich, you know what you're going to get from them every match. And Muller's been class, bro. People do not give Muller enough respect. In my opinion, 100%. You gotta give him more respect. Like, seriously. In my opinion, Muller is such an underrated player, and I think people don't give him. Next thing is, I know this man's gonna be saying Bruno is better than Messi. Nah, I would never say that. Messi's been better than Bruno, even in 2020, 2021. But Lewandowski this season has been better than Messi. He has been. And if there was a Ballon d'Or, I would give it to Lewandowski. All right, let's see what people are saying. So I said 1. Ollie says Arteta should be sacked. Sandra says Arteta should be sacked. Kari says I've been drinking. I have been having a cheeky bit of water. Haven't had any alcoholic beverages, Kari, you know? But anyways, Yusuf says that could be a good midfield for the German national team. Yes, says Sandra. JP says only player better than Messi is Kahari. Nice try and thanks, JP, but you're not forgiven. That's funny. Let's see what other people are saying. Mahmoud says Mahmoud definitely says that Arteta should be sacked. Wow, man. We're seeing a lot of Arteta sacked. I was the only one who said Arteta shouldn't be sacked right now. Me and Bo Feekins, apparently, but yeah. Billy Gilmore. Billy Gilmore's got great potential too, Ollie, but I wouldn't say he has the highest upside. I'd still put him in that class with Saka, Greenwood, Foden, and Gilmore. I think those are like the 4 like young players that'll be trailblazers of the Premier League, if that makes sense. But yeah, Kari's headed out. Have a good one, Kari. I appreciate you stopping by to spice up the conversation. People are still putting the F's in the chat for Bo Feekins, man. Drop the A, everyone, man. Drop the F in the chat for Bo Feekins, man. You gotta feel for the guy. He's a loyal Arsenal fan, man. Drop the F's in the chat. I don't want to disappoint the Prem fanboys, but Muller is better than KDB in my opinion. That's where you just cross the line a little bit, Sandro. Sorry. Maybe this season, at this moment, this season, I would think that argument is fair. I would say this much, though. This season, that's fair. Throughout this entire year, however, De Bruyne has been better. I'll say that much. Both of them, I think, will be in my team of the year. That's all I have to say. And that video will be coming out in the coming weeks, guys. My world football team of the year will be coming out in the month of December. So expect that to come out shortly. Musiala, second best English player in Bundesliga after Leeds-born Holland, says JP Rios. IDK, I just think Muller is better, says Sandro. I mean, fair enough. I think he's been fantastic. I just still wouldn't. I think Muller is surrounded by so much talent at Bayern, so many good other players, you know. Whereas I think De Bruyne, in my opinion, if you take out Muller and put him in City, and you take out De Bruyne and put him in Bayern, I think Bayern get better and City get slightly worse. Not by a ton, but slightly. You get me. JP Rios agrees with you. We got some Bundesliga fans in here, man. We got some Bundesliga fans in here. Yusuf says, check the Discord. I posted the best AFTV moments of the day. Check it out, lol. I'll check it out right now. Yeah, good point. Guys, if you're enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button. We're trying to hit 30 likes and subscribe if you are new to the channel. We're going to stream for 15 more minutes. I'm going to call it a day because at that point we've gone for 3 hours, and I think that's enough. But yeah, I appreciate everyone stopping by again. Muller only works at Bayern, says Sandro. Wow. Overall, Muller is better than KDB. Wow. Jeez. So my chat's disagreeing with me right now. I see it. I mean, I understand. I respect that. Let me see.
Nobody near him put a decent cross in the box, and he can't.
Wow, that's funny though. Oh my gosh, they're livid right now. They're livid. Guys, I'm just watching the clips. I'm gonna finish watching it later, but man, these are hilarious. I'm gonna watch those later. Thank you for sending them though, Yusuf. Yusuf, I would have water, but I'm out of water right now. I'm out of water. Muller only works at Bayern. Guys, Højbjerg has more trebles than Man City, says JP Rios. Guys, Højbjerg is such a good player, man. Do not underestimate him and his impact at Tottenham. Kane and so on, they get a lot of the praise, a lot of the hype, a lot of the attention. Højbjerg has been different for them, you know. Højbjerg has been so good, and he really has impressed me. I was not expecting this impact from him. I support Sandro. If Muller in Man City, they will win. No, I'm not saying City won't win without Muller. I mean, with Muller. I just think they're better with De Bruyne. And I do think De Bruyne is slightly better, but you guys do disagree, so fair enough. I respect that. All right, I want to pull up, just see if there's any interesting football news, or maybe I should go on Twitter and see if we got anything exciting from the match. Let's see what there is here. If there's any exciting football stuff, I'm gonna look up Arsenal on Twitter and just see what's being said right now. What are the thoughts? Or Arsenal Tottenham. All right, let's see what people are saying right now. There's not many. Oh, latest. Here we go. Not watching Arsenal today was the best act of self-care. Wow, that's actually hilarious. Play Ozil. This team has zero creativity. Wow, man, these are funny. Wait up. Let me see if I can pull some of these up on screen for you guys while I do this. I'm just gonna try it out here. Arsenal Twitter. Let's see if this works at all. I don't know if it will. Let's see. I'm gonna try my best here, guys. All right, here we go. Latest. Can you guys see this? Okay, I need to adjust the zoom here, but let me see. Just give me 1 second, lads. How do I do this? Command. I think it's command. Just give me one. Oh. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Oh. Option. Sorry, my apologies. Just trying to figure this out here. Oh. There we go. And now let me make that a little bigger for you guys. Alright. Perfect. Okay. Now, one more thing. Oh. Alright, that's... No, but then I'm out of the shot. Wait up. Pause. We're learning new things on stream here, lads. My apologies. Alright. Okay. Well, we'll just do this like that for now. There we go. Okay, I'm in shot 2. Let's see how this looks on here. Is it working? Is it working right now? I think it's working well enough. Alright, here we go. We're going on the Arsenal Twitter feed right now. Alright, let's see. There's nothing really that interesting on here, to be honest with you. Really, this is not that exciting. All right, I think I might just end that. I don't know. I thought Twitter would be better. The United stuff was good. Okay, this is the one that's actually worth it, and then this will be the last tweet we look at because this is the only one that's good. So what it says here is it says, wasted my time watching Arsenal when I could have been playing Fortnite with Mesut Ozil. That's class. That is actually class there. I'm gonna have to find that one later and send that to my mate Bo. But anyways, yeah, I think we'll stop the Twitter there. I thought it was gonna be better. If you guys have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them right now and just before we call it a day. Fergie, do you think Simeone's dream match is one where Atletico has like 100 shots against, they stay in the back, and then they score in the 90th minute corner? Yeah, I do actually believe that. I would say that I would actually agree with that. I think that is their dream match. Why is it still up on screen? That is strange. Am I still... What's going on? Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. You figured it out? Huh. Oh, wait up. Why am I... This is so strange, man. I don't know what I did here. Anyways, we're back. We're back and better than... I'm moving myself around. This is weird. I'm learning as we go. Alright, guys. We are back better than ever. Okay. Let's see. To see the reactions. Sandro says, I think I would love to do a Bayern channel, but I think it would not grow. Why not, Sandro? Why don't you think it would grow? I think it would grow. If you want to, man, you should go for it. You should go for it. I would definitely support you with it, man. But only like if you're gonna do it, you gotta go all in. You know what I mean? But if you think it would be fun and you would enjoy it, I think you should. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say go for it. Let's see what other people are saying. JP says, Lucas Hradecki, the most exciting goalie in the Bundesliga, will save a penalty and rebound, or he will score on an own goal. You never know, says JP. JP, as a goalkeeper, since you're a goalkeeper, I take your word for it. I'm not familiar with him, in fact. Mahmoud's headed out. Take it easy, Mahmoud. I appreciate you stopping by, and yeah, have a good one. Zanebe says hi. Hi, Zanebe. How are we doing today, mate? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you stopping by. Guys, if you're enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you are new. We're going to be streaming for 8 more minutes. I'm just here to answer any questions before we call it a day. It's been a good stream. I appreciate the support once again, and yeah, I've had a good time here. Again, we watched Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal, what was it? It was a 2-0 win. I almost forgot about the match because it just wasn't the most exciting, and I feel like every time, you know, we've watched like a traditionally big match, it's been pretty boring on here. So I'm not gonna lie with you. No worries, Inebe, for being late. No worries at all. Well, were you able to watch the match? And if so, what were your thoughts on it? Which team do you support, Inebe? Let me know in the chat down below. But yeah. Some big games next week in the Premier League, guys. We have some really big matches going on. United play of course, United play none other than Manchester City. And that's going to be an exciting match. And my prediction, you guys may get a little early taste of what I may say in my prediction video. I think we could get it 2-1. Fergie, can you send good vibes and send your blessing to Cruz Azul today? I do, JP. I do. We play the semifinal second leg. We have a 4-0 advantage, but they always choke. I got you, JP. We're sending good vibes on the stream, and hopefully they get it done. What point in the season is Liga MXN, JP? Let me know in the chat down below. I'm curious. Like, where exactly are you guys in the season right now? Because I'm not really familiar with what's going on in Liga MX, but I'm curious to hear like where you guys are in terms of your season. Ooh. Semifinals. Got it. That's pretty good. Where were they in the table? Man, excuse me. My allergies are not great today. I'm going to be honest with you. Also, guys, the next game coming up is Liverpool. Liverpool will be playing one team in the final already. Got it, JP. Liverpool play Wolves today, guys, and that's going to be an exciting match. I don't know how much of it I'll watch. I'm going to go out, get a bit of exercise in, go for a run, kick the ball about. But, yeah, Liverpool, of course, Alisson's out. They have their backup. I forget how to pronounce his name. Is it Kelleher? What do you think about him, JP, the Liverpool backup? And they're playing, here's the 11s for Liverpool. Williams, Matip, Fabinho, and Robertson, Jones, Henderson, Wijnaldum, Salah, Firmino, Mane, and then Wolves, Patricio, Semedo, Boley, Cody, Marcal, then Donker, Neves, Moutinho, Adama, Podence, and Neto. Interesting to see them play without Raul Jimenez, Wolves, and then obviously Liverpool have a bunch of injuries themselves. Yusuf says, do you think United will give Ole a new contract? He has 1 year and 1.5 years left on his contract, says Yusuf. And I would say this, Yusuf. I would say no. I don't think they should give him a new contract. I think they should see it through all the way, and if they want to re-sign him when the next contract, we don't want to be the team that gets locked in with Ole for the next 3 years. I think that would be a huge mistake in my opinion. And if we do, then we'd have to end up paying a lot of money because I don't know how long he's gonna last. We never know. So I would say don't pay it up until a little while longer. JP says 4th in the table. Pumas, who we play, was 2nd, and Leon, who made it to the finals, are 1st. Got it. Very cool, JP, and best of luck again to Cruz Azul. Yusuf, I know you're a big United fan here. Let me know in the chat, Yusuf, your thoughts on this. Okay, this is the video I'm thinking about. Why 2021 will be Marcus Rashford's breakout year. And I think there's a lot of evidence to pull from based on his recent performances in the last couple months and him getting a little older and whatnot. Is that a video that you would like to see on the second channel? I'm very close to thinking about making it. And I just want to hear from a United fan if that's something you'd be interested in, or if you think there's better things to talk about. And Sandro, if you're still here, I also saw your video idea about United signings, and I'll definitely make that as the transfer window starts to roll around. That's a great idea as well. So JP Rio says 4th in the table. Pumas, who we play, was 2nd, and Leon, who made it to the finals, are 1st. Very exciting, JP. Very exciting. So let me know how that goes. Keep me posted with that. And JP says, what I think of him, first, his second name is the weirdest thing to spell. Second, he's not bad, but he did get absolutely destroyed before the Ajax game, but he played well, so I don't know how he'll do. Got you. And Yusuf says, yeah, I think it would be good, and I could see Rashford developing and improving 100%. I think, he could really step it up. He's too soft as a manager. Camper, who are you referring to? Let me know down below in the chat. Are you referring to Ole? Are you referring to Arteta? I assume you're referring to Arteta. I don't know what you're quite listening to, but let me know in the live chat down below which manager you are referring to. Guys, I'm about to stream for 3 more minutes. If anyone is new here, smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes, just 4 away from our goal, and I appreciate everyone supporting today, tuning in. It's been a fun time on the stream as always, and yeah. Expect to stream Tuesday on the second channel for Man United and a video coming shortly after. And then also a predictions video next week and maybe a main channel video as well. So all that will be coming in the near future. And again, thank you guys for supporting. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Any final comments, leave them in the chat. Any final questions, I'll ask them right before I go. Arteta picks the same players. He's too scared to drop players. You have a good point there, Camper. What do you think? Who do you think he should drop then? Camper, I'm curious to see. Yusuf says he's off. Have a good one, Yusuf. I appreciate you stopping by, and thank you again for tuning in for the stream. Camper, who do you think he should drop then? I'm very curious to see what your thoughts are, Camper. You're gonna hear. I think you bring up an interesting point. I don't know. Arteta, it's a hard one, and I think a lot of Arsenal fans are Arteta out right now. We'll see how much longer he lasts. I think, like I said, Bellerin he thinks he should drop. Interesting. I guess you could play Maitland-Niles instead of Bellerin. Maybe that's an idea. Maybe he'll try it. Maybe he should try it. But I would say this final thing. I think the next 3 matches, guys. So I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Today we watched Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal, the North London derbies. Tottenham got the win 2-0, and Arsenal are in a bit of bother, sitting 15th in the table. Spurs go atop the table. And for Arsenal, guys, Mikel Arteta, the next 3 games will be absolutely massive, right? Absolutely massive. Arsenal have got Burnley, Southampton, and Everton. I think those games will be make or break for Mikel Arteta and his future at Arsenal. So I'm going to end the live stream there, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate the support. I'm very grateful for it, and I hope you guys have a great Sunday afternoon wherever you are watching in the world. Thank you, and take it easy. Peace.